I'm looking forward to seeing the little one come, and that's going to create a whole new environment for me, obviously. Even just from finding out that Sarah was pregnant, it's surprising but also not surprising how quickly those instincts, those parenting instincts or fatherly instincts come out in you, and that protection side of things. And I absolutely can't wait. It feels time to no longer think about myself first. I think it's time to think about someone else and start a family.
I think a wise man passed this message on to you, and I don't know if you plan to pass that same message on to your son. Have fun, trust yourself.
Yeah, I think that was from my old man, who passed away a while ago now. It's probably been about 10 years, which has gone super fast. There's going to be a lot of time to be at home after a long career, so it's have fun, make sure you're trusting yourself in that. There's challenges every day, there's challenges each team you play, there's challenges within your own dressing room, outside your dressing room, and at the end of the day, you've got to be the biggest believer in yourself. You've got to be able to trust yourself, and you go out there and you express yourself and bring the right attitude. So yeah, that's something I'll hopefully pass on, whether I say it or whether I try to show examples of that. I think that's, again, all things you think of when you newly find out that you're going to be a dad. Being in a leadership role here with the Orcas, having a few leadership roles in other tournaments, being a dad soon, I think it all feels right to me. Even in a leadership role, it's not about me. It's that you feel like you want to take care of a team, you want to lead a team in the right direction, you want to lean on players, you want to give players responsibility, you want them to make decisions and trust themselves. So I think that's just I think I'm in a nice frame of mind to take on those challenges.
Taking on challenges and taking them on in such a brilliant way is Marcus Soinis. The Seattle Orcas, 2 from their first 3. And looking to go back-to-back here in the Oakland Coliseum. Winning the toss, and unlike most, choosing to have a bat first and going with the same team unchanged. So look at the likes of Shimron Hetmeyer and the captain Marcus Soinis in the middle to provide those big bats. For the San Francisco Unicorns, there are 2 changes. They reintroduce Xavier Bartlett, last year their leading wicket taker, and then Aaron Hardy is going to make his Unicorns debut. Has featured in Major League Cricket before as a member of the Texas Super Kings, but change of colors for him as he'll start up in the Oakland Coliseum. Opening the batting for the Seattle Orcas, it's Tim Seifert, and he's been brilliant right from the word go. Picked up 37 runs, including 4 sixes just the other night. And then Shayan Jahangir, his domestic partner. That strike rate of 126 he's going to want to improve upon. But the task won't be easy because Xavier Bartlett is back in Major League Cricket. And speaking of back, Tommy and Bangle, welcome back to the box here in match number 11.
Yeah, looking forward to this one and looking forward to seeing how either team has had a look at what's gone before and as far as the first game is concerned, and whether they have taken any lessons at all. Might be aiming higher, looking at the surface as well to see if it plays exactly the same, but your expectation has to be kind of gleaned from what has gone just before you.
And on the button is Xavier Bartlett for his first ball in Major League Cricket.
What he does do, the reputation that he has, is to swing the ball away from right-handers. Presents a really good seam, as is that there. Probably, for his own standards, a little bit wobbly that time, but it still does shape ever so slightly. Don't want to be too full, even though he's looking to get the ball to swing, trying to work with atmospheric conditions here with cloud overhead all the way through the day, and that will encourage him. Yeah, just pulls it back ever so slightly, but what he wants is the big drive to come out, and the little tick through to the keeper or to the first slip that he has in place.
How many times do we see him do just that last season? 18 wickets across 11 innings, led the entire league in number of wickets, and he's fresh off of a series for Australia in Bangladesh. So he's made the journey around the world and straight in. He's so important to Unicorns team that is just floundering a bit to start the season. He's played this so many times this season, and he welcomes Xavier Bartlett with 6 behind him.
Oh, goodness. It would be a bowler. Nothing wrong with that, he'll think. Decided that he would react to the batter's movement by going even wider, but he's not thinking of trying to hit the ball offside. He's trying to get under it. With that short wheelbase, it helps, and he manages to get bat on it to send it all the way.
Just gets home. Wanted to get down the wicket quickly, but this one felt too close for comfort.
Hit it too well. Perhaps felt that he was down the wicket having used his feet, expectant of a full delivery, sees down the pitch, but that's good fielding. All that's left is for it to hit, and it would have been quite tight. That puts the dive in. Dive might have saved him, actually.
And if we look at the Lexus points table this season, you take a look at the Seattle Orcas and how they've started. Again, so often you talk about how they were last year towards the bottom. They're in the top 4, 2 from the first 4 they've won. The Unicorns, well, they weren't able to defend home turf to kick things off. And now they're chasing the likes of the Super Kings and the Knight Riders towards the top of the table. So very important for them to find a win on home soil, gain some momentum. Lifted, and will just be 1 bounce to the fielder. Close of over number 1, 9 for none. Tim Seifert, right up top, the VTEX leading run scorers. And how about this? 2 Seattle Orcas sitting up top, the VTEX leading run scorers. Cheyenne Jahangir, Tim Seifert. Even a unicorn in there, Pretorius. Watch for him later in the day. Right now, Haris Rauf will take the other end. So crucial, opening partnerships, isn't it? We saw MI New York struggle to get anything going early, lost wickets in regular intervals, compared to the Texas Super Kings, who weren't fluent, but held wickets in hand through the first 9 overs and allowed them to chase down 127 quite easily.
Got where? I don't know, throw easily into that. I mean, it was tied, doesn't look so according to the scorecard. The surface made it a little more difficult. It made them sweat on some boundaries somewhere along the line. The rate of scoring, though there were partnerships going along, did rise up more than they would like. So on this surface you can run into trouble, and those wickets in hand you speak of do help when you've got some power down the bottom. We expect many a remotely speedy delivery from Haris Rauf. What's important is that he finds the correct length with those rockets that he bowls.
You can see he's already pushing the gas, is Haris Rauf. Here's 2 deliveries ago. 87 miles an hour. It got big on Jahangir. Not easy to face, especially on a wicket like you mentioned, that is playing just a few tricks on the batters. Two men out in the deep on the onside. Very rare for a bowler bowling this fast with no fine leg or third man in place, Pommy.
Yeah, you hear me say it quite a lot, that we're a slave to the conditions, and so you don't want to fight those conditions. Explaining what's going on to each other there, or wondering what's going, never know which one it is. But yeah, slower pitch and going to bowl straighter, going to bowl a length that's back, and so hence those men back on that leg side. And you throw into that the fact that Seifert will look to try and play onside, get under the ball. He showed us with Bartlett operating that he can scoop it and send it with its pace down to the boundary quite fine. But he also doesn't mind playing the cross bat shots and will take that shot on.
Gifted a full toss and won't miss out. A second 6 for Tim Seifert already. Close of the second over, 19 for none.
A batter in fine form. Certainly packs a punch. And most would be happy to get that full toss. Help it on its way. Just have to time it because he bowls so quickly. Haris Rauf looking for the Yorker that time and missed by some distance.
I think Liam Plunkett would like to face that delivery over the Oakland Ballers. No, right there, right in the slot for him to go a yard, they say, for a home run.
I'm loving that story, by the way. Absolutely love it. Oakland Ballers.
Gone very high, but with the pace, it's going to run all the way. Jahangir will pick up his first boundary of the day.
Just the start. If you're the Orcas, start to the over, start to the innings, just the third over, and they're applying some pressure here and going at more than 11.5 runs and over. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely loving that. Those with an affinity to Seattle.
Once more, Jahangir, and he's found the gap. This time more convincingly will pick up 4.
It's an overcorrection. So what he's looking for here early doors as he starts up, Brody Couches, is to try and find what the right length is to present difficulty to Jahangir. First up is too short. Jahangir knows he's going to try and be fuller, uses his feet, goes towards him, and is too full, banged away.
Banged away indeed, Pami and Bangwa. That's the best of the lot. 3 in a row.
I'm loving the aggression, aggressive intent. First ball, probably lucky in that it's a top edge and it goes off for 6 because of the pace of Brody Couch. But the next one is calculated as a risk, using the feet to go forward and then this one stands dead still with the length adjusted again, and it's short enough for him to jab it away to that onside. It puts him under big pressure, Brody Couch, hence the chit-chat with his skipper, Matt Short. And to say, whatever we think the best length is where you've got to get to, and then just stay there, because what can happen is you start trying to kind of run away from whatever it is that has happened, and that's not really the way to go. You don't want to be fighting these conditions. That's more like it. On a length, a good length, and say trying to hit me off there.
And Jahangir's really elevated his game since last Major League Cricket. You go back to his minor league stats, his average went from 38 to 84 on the season, with a strike rate jumping from 131 to 151, playing mostly in Grand Prairie for the Dallas Exploria Giants. He's carrying that into Major League now. Two dots won't shake Jahangir's confidence, because this is how the over started. 6 off the edge, 4 in a good region, and then 6 off the middle of the bat. Brody Couch, after taking 2 wickets the other day, this is not the start I was after.
Oh, it can happen. You've just got to try and erase that and get back to good ways, and it's got to finish off here.
Does well to close the over. 1 run from the last 3, but still 17 from it. It's 3 overs gone, 36 for none. Tommy, I think we got to get you one of these hats for your birthday, no? Would you wear one of these?
Yeah, I would. It'd keep me warm. Keep my ears warm. Well, yeah, I like those. I wonder if those are only for the Unicorns, or if they come in a style for the other teams.
Yeah, we have the orange hats for the Unicorns. I know the Orcas do the hats with the horns on them as well. Danny Morrison really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that one looks warm. It doesn't look anything like an Orca though. Oh, that, or is that a Unicorns hat? Orange, I suppose, would be San Francisco Unicorns. It didn't look anything like a unicorn either. I'll take it anyway.
Aaron Hardy, welcome to Major League 2026. Shayan Jahangir's got another one.
Beautiful shot. I'll say again, the intent is clear, very evident to the eye. After every first ball, looking to try and get the ball away to the fence, put the bowler under pressure. And he's doing it brilliantly here, Shayan Jahangir. What a shot.
So much talk about the pitch and how it's so different from Grand Prairie. Seattle, here in Oakland, have gone just under 12 runs and over, whilst the rest of the league is barely above 7. It just speaks to the difference in execution from the Seattle Orcas with the bat in hand.
Yeah, you do get a bit of help from your opposition, not quite hitting the right lengths. Here's a look at the previous match, 127 for 9. They were 4 down very quickly and had to try and come back.
That ball ain't coming back. I tell you what, Tim Seifert joins the party. 6 more to the Seattle Orcas.
Yup, they have dealt in 6s. 4. It's as if they're having a competition. Seifert and Jahangir. 3 6s apiece. This is called taking advantage of the Lexus power play. Fielders in the circle. You got to make sure your boundary count is high. It puts pressure on the bowlers.
Another one. Straight as you like. Tim Seifert, doesn't matter where you're bowling it at the moment. He's going to find the boundary, and the 50 comes on the board for the Orcas.
Good shot, this. Yeah, length not bad. Yes, pace taken off it. And that's what he's done, is picked that it would be a slower ball, not foxed by it at all. And the swing, well, he waits for it to come to him, and thumbs up from his partner.
Oh, better. It's even better. The over, the Unicorns can't escape. It's another 6.
On and on and on and on and on and. Yeah, just more and more. A little bit fuller that time, so easier for him to send it over the ropes. The one before, he forces off a length, but that one, easier for him to hit. And that's what happens when batters put bowlers under pressure. There is then more likelihood that they will miss their target and present even more opportunity. And it takes a steeliness of nerve and good skills to be able to control and remain in the area that's most dangerous.
Executes that Yorker, but the damage for the over's done. Close of 4. It's remarkably 60 for none. Look at the blocks building up for Seattle Orcas. What a remarkable start to the season these two men have had. Tim Seifert and Shaihan Jahangir up in the top 5 run scorers in the comp, and also setting all sorts of records with their partnership. Put it together 5 times now, and 4 times have gone past the 50 marker. And they're making it look a very different surface to the one that both MI New York and TSK struggled on. Chip back at him and taken. Well, it's the main man back into the side, Bartlett, who took so many wickets last year, that brings the home crowd to life. My, how they needed that.
They needed that indeed. They've stopped the flow here. That ball again, setting in the wicket a little bit, just holding up. Caused him to pause the shot. And a nice return catch. Xavier Bartlett, his first wicket after his comeback into this tournament. Tim Seifert goes for 32 of just 14 deliveries, and after a rollicking start for the Orcas, they are 60 for 1.
Matthew Bretsky to the crease, who's taken a real shine to this competition. Very good cricketer to watch. Making a real go of things, particularly the ODI game. It'll be good to watch it next year's 50 over World Cup. You'd suspect it'll be hosted down in Africa. But Xavier Bartlett has this funny knack in Cognizant MLC of taking wickets. 18 last season. And he has his first of season 4. This was a really good catch off his own bowling.
Yeah, it was a nice catch. See how just held in the wicket just a little bit. Doubt in Seifert's mind, and a nice little snap up there. Xavier Bartlett. Cross seam delivery. That's why the ball held up. Must have hit the seam. The ball with the cross seam and it hits the seam. The ball tends to hold on the wicket a little bit. Exactly what happened there.
Dances down the track, gets enough of it just to get it up and over the head. Balan firstly, and then Hassan Khan, who does the fielding. Explain that to maybe cricketers who are coming in for the first time. Fans, that is. Cross seam. Bartlett looks like he's in a bit of bother. It's not like the bowler knows where it's going to land. It's just a random act of chance. Could hit the shiny side and skid on. Could hit the seam and dig in.
Yeah, it does. You know, when it hits the shiny side, it skids on. But when it hits the seam, it kind of, especially there's something in the wicket for the bowler, it kind of stops on you a little bit. I think that's exactly what happened. Oh. You're coming back from an injury. Don't want to see that happening to a bowler.
Big boy as well, Xavier Bartlett, broad-shouldered. That is glorious. Really special stroke and plunders another maximum. It's what the Orcas deal in. The sixes are raining around the Coliseum.
That is an absolutely delightful shot. Look at those head positions. Just beautiful hands through the ball. Effortless six from Britsky. Great little shot there.
You can really see why he is so highly rated down in South Africa. Bretsky's just comes with an absolute breath of fresh air in which he approaches his batting. Such a beautiful free flow of the bats all the way through, perfectly timed.
That was very nicely done. Those head positions, the bat. Didn't have to move his legs beyond that because the body weight was already going towards the ball. Again, cross seam ball skidded on, certainly hit the shiny side. Just hold that pose.
You might look at the replay and think, well, he didn't get his feet moving particularly well, but the balance and, as you rightly said, the head position was perfect. Spot on the money. Beautiful to watch. Thing of beauty. Tries to repeat the dose. Jahangir. And it's going to race to the rope. Gets us to the end of the fifth over. 73 for one now. Not quite as elegant as Bretsky, but equally as effective from Jahangir.
Does it do the job, Lenny? It does. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Score in the book.
Oh, this top three has been sensational. Opening partnerships in particular, 191, 52, 12, 59, and then today 60. Bretsky got into the act as well. The Unicorns in their home stand here, remember, at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, are under real pressure. Harris Rafe will be recalled into the attack to bowl the crucial final over the Lexus power play. Not quite the right line. Now, Tim Seifert has had 5 innings this season in MLC. He's been caught and bowled 3 times, would you believe it? 2 of them absolute worldies. The first one from Adam Milne that actually was beaten in terms of reaction time, even shorter reaction time for Ian Holland. And then this evening, another good grab from Xavier Bartlett.
This one is softest of them all. The other two, bowlers are running for cover.
These things can be a touch random, can't they? You just get into habits of getting out in a certain way. 3 in 5, very rare indeed. The Orcas definitely making an early statement alongside the Knight Riders, the two sides who maybe, just maybe, might be real title contenders this season. Up around the corner, going to be 4. And Jahangir continues to excel at the top of the order. Nicely worked away.
Yeah, squeeze that away, didn't he? Been batting well here, Jahangir. Lies the pace. Got back to ball there in the gap. Try his best there, shot fine leg fielder. Ouch, he'll have some work to do in this game as well.
Oh, big swing and a miss. And Harris Rave cannot believe that this is missed. I don't think Shaihan Jahangir can either. Who's this miss? Maybe just the top of leg stump, is it?
It was a quick delivery. Yeah, inside. Pitched and moved back in a little bit, but next stump by a little bit.
Five fielders packed into the offside field there. Krishna Murthy. Remarkable to think of just how different this game is to the one we just watched that got our fantastic Friday going. What's the difference, Robin?
Well, the wicket got used a little bit, and after that has gotten rolled over. So probably settled down. The dents on the wicket is probably flattened out. So whatever moisture probably was there on our wicket has dissipated a little bit, made it better to bat on. But you can still see that there's a little bit there for the fast bowlers when you bowl across the seam. Still a little bit of give there for the fast bowlers.
Beautiful shots. Bretsky is putting on a clinic here. A 6 over extra cover in the previous over, and now the perfect, most sumptuous of straight drives. It's 83 for 1.
That is as good as a cricket shot gets. Look at those head positions, just followed through beautifully. Pitched up straight as a rocket. Starts snaking through the outfield, straight into the advertising boards.
Well, seriously good power play again for the Orcas. They continue to dominate things in those first 6 overs. They are turning into me, Robin, for the look of a real title contending side this year at Cognizant Major League Cricket, as Hassan Khan comes in and he's picked up and pongoed out of the ground. Another big hit. Jahangir, well, he's on fire right now, striking at 260.
He is on song and is timing the ball so sweetly. Allowed the ball to get to his hitting range, then timed the daylights out of that ball. 279 feet 6.
Only spinner we've really seen have success across the course of the first 3 matches of this Oakland leg has been Donovan Ferrer, who's kind of bowled into the pitch. Was far too flighted and loopy to start with from Hassan Khan. Jahangir cashed in.
Hassan Khan does like to vary the pace a little bit. I think the first ball is a little bit more overspin on the ball. Despite losing that first wicket, they've still held on to momentum. Start off outside the power play with a 6. Tells you how confident they're feeling. They're going at 14.2 runs and over.
Well, the Orcas, you've got to give their batting group credit, absolutely, but I think both the Freedom bowling group, now the Unicorns bowling group, just getting it wrong against them, being punished in a big way. The runs just continue to come flowingly. Should be a couple for Bretsky. Really impressive, haven't they? And there's still the likes of Hetmeyer and Stoinis to come.
Yeah, there is. And Hetmeyer, the kind of form that he's in, the way he batted yesterday, and so the skipper as well. Gone hammer and tongs yesterday. Intent still positive. This is good. This is good cricket, because when you look at it, they've gotten a 6 of the first ball, and they've got a single, a double, and another single. 1 ball to go. So 10 runs already without breaking a sweat.
Dragged down. Now there is a fielder there, but it's just over his head. Jahangir, just for a fraction of a moment, will have had his heart in his mouth, but he gets enough to hit his 5th 6. It's 99 for 1.
Calm ball there to a man who's in some scintillating form. Short, saying, please hit me for 6. Like, yeah, duly noted, sir. I'll take you for half a dozen.
Well, fans come from far and wide to be here in San Francisco, and I might have found a fan who's traveled the furthest. Where are you coming from?
Singapore.
Singapore. Okay, why are you here? Are you here just for the cricket, or why did you come out to San Francisco?
No, I'm here on holiday to see my grandfather, but I figured why not come watch some of the cricket. It's here, it's at a big stadium, a lot of people, good vibes, why not?
And plenty of 6s as well to start this game out for the Seattle Orcas. They've been brilliant. Your first time in the Oakland Coliseum, what do you make of this stadium?
Yeah, it's hectic. The dimensions are a bit weird because it's a baseball stadium, but no, it's hectic. Some of the bleachers are pretty high up, some of the nosebleeds. No, it's awesome, good environment.
And you play for Singapore under 16. How inspiring is this to see this right in front of you?
Oh, it's the dream, you know. Like any kid that plays cricket, feel like he wants to play at the highest level. Myself, I'd love to play for Australia or even the US, or even to play in a T20 league like this, to just be able to play the sport you love, you know, in front of thousands of people. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's quite brilliant what you're able to do, and what the local American kids have been able to do as well. Do you have any favorite American cricketers here?
Yeah, Corey Anderson, I love him. Good big unit, hits some bombs, some nice medium pace, he's pretty good. Amshi De Silva played beautifully the other day for Texas. No, I feel like it's good. Definitely American cricket's definitely developing.
Yeah, that run out from Amshi De Silva might be one of the best things I've seen in my entire life, as we see another delivery bowled in. And this time a rare dot ball from the innings. If you have a Unicorns jersey on, are we a Unicorns fan? Who are you rooting for?
For today, we're Unicorns fans. My sister likes the word unicorns a lot, so I figured, yeah, I'll support them. But no, I like the Freedom because Steve Smith clears Kohli, clears Joe Root, clears anyone. I'll say it, I'll stand on that hill. Steve Smith's the greatest of all time.
It's creating controversy, but since you're a Unicorns man, behind you see all the hats. We've got to get you a hat. We'll watch one last ball here as we get tucked in to the single. And it's a 50 up as well. Brilliant knock from Shayan Jahangir. How great has he been throughout the day? And this American man who's done it all over the world is doing it right here in San Francisco. Brilliant for him. We thank you so much, and we'll send it back upstairs.
Yeah, thank you, Aman. It's going to be a second Cognizant MLC 50 for his career for Shayan Jahangir. His fastest, coming off just 20 balls, 8 boundaries in there, striking at 250. It's been a joy to watch. He's played so well, and Bretsky, with that 6 over the offside too. Seattle very, very dominant here, Robin.
Yeah, dominance an understatement. Going at 14 runs and over, getting a 6 and a 4 practically in every over. To watch these guys go back to back. Jahangir on one end, Gretzky on the other. Woof, that is great to watch.
Serious batting lineup for the Orcas, impressing again. They just keep going. That's lasered through the offside, given the treatment. And Hardy is going the distance right now. 2 overs for 36. It's 112 for 1. Another change in bowling. The Unicorns right now don't know where to turn, as Brodie Couch will be called upon again. Well known as the Pod Squad up at the top. The nickname for the Orcas, they should be called the Bomb Squad the way they're going. The runs just continue to flow from the bats of all of their top order. Played really beautifully this evening as Shaihan Jahangir. Previous high was 78, that was earlier this season. And they're going to get some overthrows right now, Danny Morrison. Nothing is going right for the Unicorns.
Yeah, it's a tough gig in terms of trying to control this destructive behaviour. Seifert's gone, caught and bowled Bartlett at 32, but now Jahangir's really taken toll here. He's 54 from 24 and he salutes the heavens for a half century of note. About Couch disappearing in his first one. And Aaron Hardy, welcome to the big show of Cognizant MLC, debutant today. Let's see, none for 36 off a dozen. He's travelled, and the current run rate. Yeah, it's through the roof here, folks. Almost 14. We do love a virtual screen, don't we? Huge, it feels like we're at the football. Come on, we've been there.
The ball's been traveling to everybody in the crowd. They've all got a souvenir. Bill King, I hear you again. Holy Toledo!
Oh, fatted. Yeah. Batman and Robin. He is out of his skin here. Jahangir's on 60 now. He's got beautiful. Oh, can't wait for the gauge on that. That's got to be one of the biggest of the tournament.
Been so good. He had a brilliant ILT 20 as well as a part of the Dubai Capitals. Over 300 feet that last wallop, and he is not slowing down yet. 60 from 22 and looking to carry forward. A good delivery from Brodie Couch. Plenty of pace on that man there. Shaihan Jahangir, how good has he been, Danny? All parts of the ground well controlled as well.
Yeah, and the use of the feet, we saw it much more difficult in match 10, and the pitch is a bit tackier. The sun's, it's peeked through a little bit, but it's certainly, I think when you have a game on it, that's what happens. It's sometimes hard for fans or folks here trying to get their handle on cricket, but that's what happens. You have a game on it, and the second match of a double header, just settle down. Oh, hashtag wrist work to the fore. That is outstanding. Gretzky, he decides to get on stage and cut loose himself. Their current run rate's gone over 14's big time.
Just picked up off his legs. Didn't even need to look at it. having an absolute whale of a time. The men in green. Oh, look at that. Put it into 3 screens. It doesn't matter. It's beautiful from any angle.
I've got dizzy watching that. That's gold.
And it'll be a single to close an eventful 9th over. 129 for 1.
Yeah, as I say, this pitch has settled down just that little bit more. Now that they've had a game on it today, mentioning it at match 10. And New York got thumped by the Super Kings in the end. They won by 6 wickets and 6 balls to spare. Well, we've seen 6s everywhere so far.
This would have been a winning total just a game ago. And these fans, great hair, not a great time so far. The Orcas have made sure of that.
Well, some of us haven't got any hair, and that would be nice and warm, that sort of hat, I'll tell you. So, different paraphernalia on offer. Cognizant MLC. Madassa, good luck. Skip goes, listen, we need a job from you. So please, Matt Short is saying, let's change it up here a little.
Yeah, we've seen Mid-innings operate typically within the power play. He's opened the bowling at times. And it was a last-minute acquisition for the San Francisco Unicorns. Initially wasn't part of the roster, had a couple of late dropouts, and they said, all right, let's go and pick this man up from the minor league, who's brilliant for the Chicago Kingsmen, led him back to a minor league final. That bowling attack in and of itself was brilliant, but he himself had quite the year. Took 16 wickets across 10 innings, bowling in be the hardest division in all of minor league cricket to bowl in. Owed a lot to the likes of Cheyenne Jahangir down in Grand Prairie, and had economy rates under 8. He's been asked to stop the bleeding. What is the key here, Danny? Where would you be looking to bowl if you were out here on the Coliseum?
Well, I think the left-handedness is a bit of an advantage, no doubt. You've got to have the smarts. You'd have to be bowling that slower ball well, that cutter, changes of pace, and being left-handed, sometimes that left arm angle, you're up against 2 right-handers. Yeah, great scenes here. Very spoiled to be at the Oakland Coliseum. Gone full there. Tried to maybe get a Yorker in there and just missed it a little bit. Not bad though. And you think of all the carnage that's been going on. It's only 4, we've had half an over gone, just the 4 runs. So let's see if we can also get through the rest of this over, Gulam. So started okay. Gulam, they really do need another wicket or 2 here. If they can get 2, then yeah, just stops the 2 guys that are set. Got to get these 2 out.
That is wonderfully placed, unbelievably placed from Matthew Brietzky. He's just opened the face and nudged it away for 4.
Yeah, and I said easier said than done. But youngest left armour, experience, but still, it's not the worst delivery because he just floated it, just there and thereabouts. That line, lovely hands, good control, placed it right where he wanted to.
Still, all in all, not a terrible over here from Mudasar. Kept things down, just 9 runs so far. Like you said, given all the carnage in the context of this game, it might be the best over we've seen.
Well, can he get out of it? Finish with a dot ball, or even better, let's have a wicket and get rid of Jahangir. Seifert, the only one gone. Hit might have come. Stoinis. Shanaka hits a long ball, only shakes, no slouch. Oof.
There it is. There it is. The change in bowling finally brings the wicket. And Brody Couch delivers a Cognizant clutch catch to bring up wicket number 2 to close over 10, 138 for 2.
Yeah, what a great time to go for a drinks break. The second one desperately needed here for the San Francisco Unicorns. Hence the noise and the flags vigorously waving. Pace off, little cutter. Cognizant clutch catch for sure. Nice and simple for Couch. Is the end of the big striker. Jahinga's gone for 62. Yep, and it's 138 for 2 with a drinks break.
Really important wicket to lead to drinks, isn't it? Just try to carry some momentum. So often we talk about how the break leads to the wicket, but sometimes you need to break that partnership. It was all brewing beautifully. 78 it was worth, just off 35 deliveries. So much talk about this track, how it was going to play, and both batters are well ahead of that 200 strike rate. And the Unicorns will feel a sense of relief knowing that they have another one back in the shed.
Are about to sign world-famous cricketer Liam Plunkett. We've been working together, Major League Cricket and the Oakland Ballers, to try to find a way to blend our game and educate fans. But this is the moment where we're putting pen to paper on this thing.
I'm excited. I'm going to sign this first because I'm giddy. I can't wait to become a professional baseballer. But yeah, over the moon. I'm excited to join the guys tomorrow for the game. Hopefully my skills will transfer across. I think in the outfield it will. The hitting's a little bit different, but my mindset is to win. I'm excited to join you, to put this jersey on. A dream come true. I've been working hard behind the scenes, but I think I'm the first English professional cricketer to sign a professional baseball contract. I'm very happy to do it, and I can't wait to get out there.
Incredible resume on this guy. His Wikipedia page is a mile long, but we're going to have to update it now. Professional baseball player.
I'm in. I'm excited. Let's go,
Liam.
Let's go.
Well, we're here at a cricket stadium in a baseball stadium. And Liam Plunkett used to be a cricketer, and he's now playing baseball. Love how the sports start to blend together, Danny.
Yeah, good story. 24 hours contract. Well done, Liam. Hopefully you don't throw your arm out or anything nasty. But yeah, openers. When openers get runs for you in cricket, that is, then it sets up the side, sets up the total and the game. Can be a bit more in control. You've got Bretsky's 43 from 21 as well. And the bowling, look at that, everyone's double figures apart from down the bottom there, Madassa. Golam Madassa, 1 for 9 and 1 over. Good work, sir. Bartlett's got 1 as well.
Fresh off of drinks, it's the captain, Matt Short, who's got the ball in his hand. And he's in primarily for the lefty, Shimron Hetmeyer. But now he's got to operate to the right-handed Britsky, and that's going to be very difficult. You see the field squared behind him. And how does the off-spinner deal with this right and lefty combination?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Some angles on the crease. Certainly helps when you get that release right. Think about Hetmeyer, he's a left-hander. So Matt Short will like that because he's as we say on the track, he's turning the doorknob down one way on the ball with the wrist. And so he's getting it to go off the pitch and straighten. And so, yeah, it'll be useful how he goes because certainly we think of Ferreira with his 3-fer bowled beautifully. Again, I think the surface has just got that little bit easier to bat. And we'll have a look here shortly. Excuse the pun, shortly, Mr. Short. But if he can get his flight and pace right. Tall man, will he get any pace and grip? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Just gripped enough and straightened. That's what he's looking for. So this is key. This is key in this contest to see if Matt Short can maybe get a wicket or 2 for the Unicorns.
There's your outside edge. It won't go to hand. And just because the thickish outfield, it will be 2. But right on cue, Danny Morrison.
Well, I'm telling off Matt Short. He's the captain. Got to have a slip in. Look at it. Watch it. Just goes a little. Just enough. And he's a tall man. Look at that. Oh, you've got to have a... Matthew, slip, please. You are the captain. And you've got the ball in your hand. Oh, well.
Probably lucked out not to be given up a boundary on that occasion. How good was Shimmer and Hetmeyer 24 hours ago?
The rest of them now, too.
Tommy
You got
put up
it.
together 79 off 33.
Huh? Yeah, one. I know he's the best to do it. I'll let you You got a mic, too, right?
Feels as if he's missed out again. Close of 11, 141 for 2.
It's a good little start from Matt Short, but frustratingly, should have had a slip in. Oh, iconic landmark of San Francisco, that Golden Gate Bridge. Chilly up there like it is here.
Plenty of batting for the Orcas to stay warm. To follow this, Dasan Shanaka, Ali Sheikh, Harmeet Singh can even hit the ball. Don't forget about Marcus Stoinis in there as well. So the Unicorns know that their job isn't done. But the captain's gone back to Haris Rauf. Just saw the one over from Mudasar, took the wicket, and he's off. He's gone back. The second leading wicket taker from last season.
And Bretsky, let's see if he can take it deep too. Now that he is set and rock and rolling beautifully here. Those fast hands of his, so adept at going over the top and finding the seats over the fence. A change of pace, very good to get rid of Jahinga. Does the trick, change of pace, a little off cutter. Great little breakthrough just on the drinks break.
What do you reckon for the Orcas they're aiming at? Brilliant start, already 143. But so much talk about this being a 180 pitch. But you have a guy like this in the back end who can really go yard. 79 off 33 like we mentioned, Danny.
Look, a different, if this guy could stay in, is it 9 sixes and 2 fours, and it's strike, well, let's call it 240 through the innings. If he could stay in, then yeah, that sort of 12, 13s, reach 250, maybe.
Into the gap. Struck so powerfully in the gap as well. Bretsky, like the openers, have had one mind to go after it, and he continues to do so.
Well, that's the thing about pace on. Sometimes the quicker you bowl, the faster you go to the fence. Geez, that's a good stroke because he closed the face just enough at the precise time as he met the ball. Just made it go a lot squarer off the blade. This is some striking, good stuff. 3 4s, 3 6s, and he's one shy of the milestone.
A second Major League 50 for Matthew Bretsky. And an incredible moment. He's been brilliant from the word go. The strike rate at 196, and he hasn't missed a beat here in Oakland.
Yeah, nice for the thumbs up to Hetmeyer, who ran through and came back for him. So what teammates do, and that's what's called a partnership, and you've got to keep hanging in. Hetmeyer did well and scampered back because the ball came to that bowler's end, the danger end. Yeah. Thanks, headers. Well done. Gillespie, bowling coach, he's out of his seat. A very good start because we've only had 11.4 overs. Still plenty of attacking to be done by the Orcas.
Wanted it, really wanted it. But it gives you a good indication of what the plan is from the Orcas. There is no plan to slow down. They're not going to settle for a 180. They're looking to be well beyond the 200 mark like they were against the Washington Freedom.
Yeah, I feel a little miffed there missing out because it was that sort of length, wasn't it, to get up and over. The pace on wide of the crease, Ralph. Oh, yeah. Went a little bit leg side. I think if he went straighter, just watch the bat come around, yeah. Looking to go on that onside again. If he maybe went a bit straighter, might have got a good chunk of it.
Caught him there. That will hurt. Close of 12, 149 for 2.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. I've checked the feet, it's a fair delivery. Start front on, please. Thank you. It's close to the bat. We'll check Ultra Edge next, please. Okay, I've got ball on bat. I've got a spike with the ball is next to the bat. Thank you. We'll go back to Rashane on field. Rashane, you can stay with your original not out decision. You're on screen signal now.
Yeah, there was a review in the end by Matt Short and Harris Ralph inside edge, so a good decision from Rashane Samuels. 149 for 2. $149 for 2, and it's this partnership again. They put on 75 last night. Looking to do similar, if not more. So, job now for Matt Short to try to rein things in. The last 2 overs have went well. They've only scored 11 runs since the wicket. Brody Couch will replace Short from this end. Fielder is right there. Would you believe it? It's going straight to him. He may have just held in the pitch, but it is a comeback for Brody Couch and for Liam Plunkett.
Yeah, to your point, I think it was a slower ball, maybe a cutter. It definitely didn't bounce. Hetmeyer was trying to play like some sort of swivel pull shot. Didn't get a good piece of it and went straight down fine legs for a wicket. Massive wicket for the Unicorns. He would just go on the screen. I think it was a normal pace delivery. Didn't really bounce, didn't come onto the batter, and it makes it look uncomfortable, that shot. But managed to squeeze it out and straight down the throat of fine leg. Hetmeyer goes for 3. The Orcas are 149 for 3.
Similar thing yesterday for Brody Couch. Went for 42, but picked up a couple wickets as well. It brings the captain who blazed 42 off 16, and if you missed it, 5 sixes in an over less than 24 hours ago.
Absolute game changer yesterday. Smoked 40, including 5 sixes of 1 overs. Looks like he's in great form. He's looking to continue that. Sometimes hard to get going here, so hopefully Brody Couch can put some pressure straight away.
So cross seam initially. Yeah, just look to the cross seam. 80 miles per hour ball tracking tells us, so just a touch under 130 Ks. Really a bit quicker than that, so. Nonetheless, boxed Hetmeyer, bottom of the bat. Liam Plunkett, welcome back. We've not heard you for the day. Where have you been?
Took a bit of time off, mate. Actually, no, I signed that one-day pro baseball contract with the Auckland Ballers. Managed to go there today. And yeah, took the first at Mount, mate. Beautiful. I managed to strike someone out, which was strange. But it was great. Something different. The nerves are back there, playing professional sport again. Yes, it was for one day, but it was good fun. Got the strikeout, retired. Great stats. Thanks for coming.
It could be another one. It could be 2 in the over. How often does this happen? The San Francisco Unicorns are well and truly back in this game, and plenty for the whole fans to celebrate.
Into the pitch again. Gretzky give himself room, but just hit the toe of the bat. Not much behind that, and obviously goes straight up in the air for an easy catch. Harding out there. Easy, comfortable catch. Great over from Brody Couch after he struggled to start, but he picks up his second, and that's a massive wicket for the Unicorns. Gretzky goes for 51 of 29, a very good innings. The Orcas 150 for 4.
After a couple hefty strikes yesterday, Ali Sheikh has been given a promotion ahead of Dasun Shanaka. He got 11 in 4 balls last night.
We showed that wicket again. Advanced down the wicket, into out, but it was toe of the bat and it went straight up for a simple catch. Hardy, easy catch for him. Aussie, safe hands. But yeah, I love that Ali Sheikh's coming in early here. We'd love to see the youngsters come out and get some responsibility after he struck the ball really well last night.
Just goes to show, folks, the importance of wickets in T20 cricket. Jahangir was dismissed on the stroke of the drinks break, 138 for 2 after 10. We've now had almost 3 overs. They're 150 for 4. So they've lost 3 wickets for 12 runs. Excellent over from Couch. 1 run, now 2 runs and 2 wickets. 151 for 4.
Outstanding over here, Couch. That's a great over for him. Clawed it back with 2 wickets and 2 off the over. That's what changes the game. Tight over like that, 2 big wickets. Outstanding, Brody Couch.
All right, Liam. Now explain this. I think this was the practice. So don't be fooled, folks. I want to know how you went in the game.
I didn't get at bat. That's what they call it, right? But I managed to pitch. I was first pitcher on the mound against a professional baseballer, and I managed to strike him out, which was good nerves though. But I think I'm going to call it quits there. I'll take 1 strikeout, sign it. That's the one-day signature done, and now I'm finished. Rest up, ice my shoulder, ice my elbow, and get back to cricket.
So you played some baseball. If the MLC teams came calling, you can maybe have some cricket in as well?
All about right, all different sports, mate. That rookie card, that collection card, the baseball cricket combine.
A statistician next to me asked a really good question. How did it feel to be rewarded for actually going past the outside edge? We don't get it in cricket, but you get it in baseball.
Felt good. You know, I was back to basics, just trying to throw down the middle. Nothing fancy. Maybe one curveball I threw in there. But yeah, it was lovely to pass the outside edge and get rewarded. A lot easier than cricket. You know? Good luck to the ballers tonight. I hope they finish that game off strong and get a good win.
Another question has come in for you, Liam. I won't say from who. How much did you make today?
I'm not sure. I just stuffed it all in my backpack. I'm not sure. No.
It was cash?
Yeah, just cash, mate. No, it wasn't. It was obviously just to grow cricket as well. It was do a collaboration between baseball and cricket, get some more eyes on the game. And it was fun. The organisations were very welcome to cricket. They love cricket. They're going to come down and watch the next few days. So it was great to cross-collab in the sport.
That was the corporate answer. Now tell us the real answer. Just kidding. Quietly, Gulam. 1 for 10 in the 8 deliveries bowl. I think if we've seen this before, the Orcas, they've started well through Cypher and Jahangir and lost their way. So Unicorns are truly in this game. And they could have another one. Well taken. That flew like a rocket to Finn Allen.
Absolutely smoked that, mate. Launched that great catch. The ball didn't really leave that line. It was just like an absolute traceable. It just kept on going straight into the hands of Finn Allen. His hands have been great this tournament today. He will Gulam bowls it. It was like a slow ball came out of his finger. Great strike by Marcus Stoinis, but unfortunately went straight to the fielder with safe hands of Finn Allen. Straight in the buckets. Bit of momentum here for the Unicorns with 3 wickets in the last 2 overs. Stoinis goes for 1 of 3 deliveries, and the Orcas are now 5 down with 152 on the board.
Four for 14 now, trouble for the Orcas. Dasun Shanaka. He's the 36 off 12 in Dallas to win a game. Run chase against the Freedom.
He looked great down in Texas. Some massive bombs. Struggled yesterday with the first baller, but hopefully the Orcas are going to rely on him tonight. Yeah, 2 fresh faces to the crease. Not easy to start here. So maybe they're going to give themselves a couple of balls to get going. Just the highlights of the wicket. Again, absolute tracer bullet to the outfield. Finn Allen safely snags that. Good hands. He showed in that first game with the diving catch. He's got safe hands. Another catch for him. And another great wicket for the Unicorns.
Shot. Mainly known for his aerial ability. We've seen so many sixes. That was a low risk, high reward.
Yeah, I think Gulam was very disappointed with that. A lot of width there and easy to put your hands through. With a new batsman coming to crease, you still want to crack that length, put the pressure on. I think if you're doing that, it's going to be hard for the batsman to hit. We go wide slot ball, a nice good shot, put his hands through it, and it races away for 4.
We'll get 1 to end the over, 6 from it and a wicket. Another good one, 157 for 5.
Just showing that wicket again. A little bit of whip, but a cracking shot. Trace the bullet. It didn't move off that line. Absolute trace the bullet straight to Finn Allen. Easy catch in the end. Well, he made it look easy. There was some pace on that ball, but comfortable hands. Great wicket for SFU.
One of the benefits from Matt Short in having this bowling attack, he's got options. We saw when they took the wicket earlier, they brought Harris Ralph into the attack. Now they've got a couple. His other attacking option comes in, Xavier Bartlett. 2 power play overs, gone for 22, but he picked up the wicket. His options with the leg side being the shorter boundary with the wind as well. He's got a deep point and deep third for the wide Yorker or wide pace off ball.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how X bowls here. Very, very good at executing his Yorkers. I'm not sure he needs to go to that quite yet. Maybe that was just an over-pitched length ball. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does here. Uses the pitch, or he will go to his Yorker that he's very successful with.
.35 wickets between Bartlett and Ralph last year. So they'll welcome him back with open arms in season 4, Xavier Bartlett. Ball is in, it's in Shanaka's pad. Thought Bartlett would have been cheeky and picked it up and appealed.
Take him when you can, right? Here we go. Good length, good seam. A big waft of the bat, trying to hit that probably leg side for 6. Big inside edge, and it ends up in the top of the pad. Watching dead ball.
I've seen batters rush to take it out and drop it on the floor just in case. Of course, once it's in the pad, it's no longer in play. So nice start from Bartlett with a couple of dots. He's got long off now in place instead of the deep third.
Sensible bowling by Bartlett. Doesn't need to change just yet. Smacking that length. The pitch is doing plenty for you. Bit slow, variable bounce like it has been. Just put in there until the batsman does something different. Maybe mix it up. Heavy cutters is probably the best ball in here, alongside mix up smashing length. Hard to hit on this pitch.
As expected, that 6 to 8 meter length in the power play predominantly. And as he branches out of it, he'll go fuller to the Yorker yellow zone, which we haven't seen yet. And at times shorter with pace off the ball.
That's proper cricket, that. Heavy length, full face of the bat. Beautiful. And then he replicate the next ball. He's shadow batting now. He's trying to hit it out the Coliseum. So which one do you want to do? I like him give himself a little bit of time here. He can go off at the end, give himself a few balls to get comfortable. And even the back 3, he knows he can do damage. We'd love to see Ali Sheikh go off here, mate.
There's that pace off variation. And hearing you say that, Liam, I was wondering about the Stoinis dismissal. And obviously he was in 2 minds. He wants to take on Ghulam because it's not Bartlett or Ralph, the attacking options. But it was also 3 balls into his innings and there's time left.
Okay. Yeah, he timed. I mean, but that's what he does, right? He went off yesterday and he maybe felt he was seeing the ball well. And him coming in and smacking a quick 40, 50 again changes that game. So yeah, it's up to him. He's played enough cricket. How do he wants to execute?
.159, yes, for 5. Well, not the first time this season they've batted first, the Orcas. Both times they got over 220. 220 and over. 220 against the Super Kings in Dallas and 227 last night. We need a big finish. 14 and over gets them to 230. Current rate gets them to 212.
Unicorns are coming well here. They put like a tight squeeze on with some wickets. Wickets obviously stops that run scoring. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. Hardy back on here, struggled the first 2 overs, but hopefully he's going to come in here and pinch a couple of wickets and keep that score rate down.
Number 36 in his 2. Good time to bring him on now as well, because Short will know that Ralph has got 1 and Bartlett has got 1. So that's 2 of the next 4. He's putting it to the Orcas and almost dangling the carrot to say, this is the 1 over we've got to make up. Are you brave enough to go after it?
Janaka and Ali Sheikh are very positive players anyway. I think there may be like a few sighters like there have been, but they're not going to miss out on some bad balls, but they need to be aggressive soon. They've given themselves a chance, but still going to be a good score at the end of this innings if they get going a little bit.
That man, number 16, let's not forget what happened when these 2 teams met here last year. So just that at the back of the mind, Liam. You don't know exactly what's enough on what seems to be a belter.
I think 160 yesterday would be a tough challenge, but the wicket here, you're going to get 160 to 200 is still a good score. I'd be very surprised if they didn't get up to 180 plus here, even if they get some wickets down. You know, the back end can chip away and get some scores, but they should be looking to get 200 easy here with 5 wickets left.
Nice crowd was coming for the Unicorns Friday evening after work. They are the home team, of course. Want 200 plus. And there is that change of intent we expected from Dasun Shanaka.
Such a beautiful shot. I think if you look on the replay here, he was so still when he executed it. His head was very still. It was a cutter, but it floated out into slot. His head was still. Wasn't middle of the bat, but he got a massive chunk on it, and it was a big hit. Great execution, great strike. Head position was on point.
It's exactly where the Orcas pounced on the freedom yesterday evening. Bold change of pace. Mpomlelo and Mangwa told us at the beginning of the day, 59% of the 6s yesterday. They hit 23 alone, the Orcas, but 60% almost down the ground in the V. Don't miss full because you tend to go the distance.
Anything full here can disappear. When it's into the pitch and even short, pitch might do something. It's hard to get a full swing on that, yeah. Over pitch is definitely the ball that's going to disappear here.
So the 1-6 in the over, they'll get 10 from it. 169 for 5.
We heard so often that the Seattle Orcas are batting on a different pitch. Well, I have Rishi Bhardwaj alongside me, assistant coach for the Orcas. You've also been the batting coach for the USA as well. What have you done with your lads to make it seem like you guys are batting on a different planet right now?
No, we're just sticking to our plans. However, the wicket is where we talked about being committed and brave, and that's the type of cricket we want to play. And
well, unfortunately for you, Rishi, that is going to be a wicket. The Unicorns take another. Back to you guys upstairs.
Now the Orange Army just getting into the thick of it now. The wicket at 138, 149, 150, 152, and now make it 169. And Shanaka, brief stay, 6 and a 4, and he's gone. Roboon.
Yeah, gone. They find themselves in trouble right now. 169 for 6. Very little batters left. Shanaka has to go. Goes for 14 of 11. 169 for 6.
Walk into the middle. Rishi, we talked to you about how you guys have tried to stay very intentful when you're out there with the bat in hand. This morning, did you watch that game, and what did you take away from the score there?
Well, the wicket is a bit tacky, but like I said before, we've been having chats about how we're gonna approach the game and the wicket, and we started really good, but now Unicorns have pulled the game back a little bit. But the intention is to have clarity and back a decision.
You mentioned that start. Shayan Jahangir was a big part of that start. You've worked a lot with him. How has he elevated his game?
He's looking very, very good, and he's the kind of a guy who can change the game very quickly. So we just had a chat with him, play your natural game, and that's what he did, and he put away all the bad balls.
Yeah, and he's batting alongside Tim Seifert, new man into the squad this year. What has his addition meant to you guys as a group?
Well, he's a world-class player. He's a clean striker of the ball, and as he's been playing in all the games. So, and it's rubbing off each other, and it's showing.
Yeah, Matthew Britsky's already got 2 50s, one in his first match and now here in Oakland. He's brand new to the unit as well. You have him, you have Soinesh, Shanaka, so many guys in that middle order. How much freedom does that give you guys as a coaching group?
It gives us a lot of freedom because also all these guys, they're playing highest form of cricket, and then even our domestic guys, they learn from them, and you know, helping each other. That's the kind of environment we wanted, and the boys are loving it.
Yeah, and lastly, Stoinis won the toss, chose to bat first. It's very different from the rest of the league. How have you guys come to that decision together as a group?
I mean, like I said, once we saw the wicket, and we played on it yesterday as well, and then, like I said, we wanted to back our decisions, and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, Rishi, it's worked out so far today. We'll see if you guys can keep it going here in the first innings and the rest of the second. Thank you so much, Coach.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, Aman. Yeah, that second wicket fell at 138, now the sixth one. So they've lost 5 for 31 effectively there. But let's see what can happen. Couch. Fuller. Hustle here for a couple. Hustle they do, yeah. Robin, the importance of wickets in hand and Cognizant MLC. Look at this, nice little stats here. And you have 5 wickets in hands, and average total goes past 200. You lose more, and look out.
Yeah, it says when you have 4 wickets in hand, you end up, the average total is about 177. Looks like there and thereabouts in this game as well. 5 for 31, that is a collapse, Danny.
Yeah, it's not ideal. So let's see what they can do here. Ali Sheikh, got Harmeet Singh, who's a new man to the crease. Just got rid of Shanaka. Yeah, shame when you do that. The clump there, particularly 138, 149, 150 and 152. So it's tough going. Certainly put a halt to proceedings so far. Couch, last one of the 17th. Come back well. Squeeze one more, get 5 off the over and the wicket. And it is 174 for 6. Early Couch. Cognizant MLC, season 4 has been doing quite well. Might have gone for a few runs early, but he's still picking up wickets. And he ends with 3 for 41 from his 4. His teammates have been helping him and supporting him. Some good catching. Now we've got Matt Short, should be, and is. This is the 7th one to go down now for the Orcas after such a fabulous start from the top order.
Crashing like a pack of pins here. The Orcas has a poor shot yet again. Harmeet Singh is playing his 3rd ball of his innings. Ball pitch is held up a little bit as it does this wicket. Played that very poorly. Easy catch for Couch. He's got to go now. It's 174 for 7.
Straight up. Yes! Captain's on a hat-trick. Gannon Fodder's got to go for a golden one.
Oh, well. The Orcas have shot themselves in the foot, haven't they? Gets from bad to worse. Essentially, they've lost 7 wickets for less than 50 runs. That is implosion.
Yeah, Madassa very comfortable. Gannon's gone for a blob. 174 for 8. Unicorns fans are on their feet chanting. They want a hat-trick. There hasn't been one ever in Cognizant MLC. Matthew Short. Can he be the first? Captain Marvel. Here we go. Oh, where's the slip? Shorty again. Oh, Hetmar did that earlier. Mate, you've got to have a slip in on a hat-trick, and funnily enough, you're the captain.
Yeah, the arm ball should have had a slip there. Oh, man. Yeah, the smile says it all. He knows it as well.
And left-handed Ali Sheikh. No, and he said, wait, chaps, calling. Indecision. That's all happening at the moment.
Here's the 2 wickets again. First of Harmeet. Easy catch to Couch. Covers. And the next one, Gannon. Gannon Fodder. Caught at shot 3rd man by Mudassar.
You got to chuckle, and we are. A mindless batting.
Has been.
The remitly leading wicket takers here in season 4. Yeah, those with green teeth. Gnashing. Oh, sounded so good. And has gone way back to finish the over. 2 wickets, 9 off, 183 for 8.
absolutely smashed that. Look at that. Big tall buildings at the start, little huts as you go forward.
Yeah, the old West Indian beach huts. Bit different from New York at the start. Really has faded away. And if it hiss and a roar inside the power play. It's the one wicket to fall in the power play. They're going at 13 and a halves. Last ball has been crunched. Oh yeah. Only shake, that is a biggie. Would have felt good. So we've got old Barters, Xavier Bartlett. To last one of his. It's the penultimate. It's certainly angling down. Problems there. Not out, and leg buys. So yeah, we've got 11 to go. 11 deliveries to go, folks. Once they were looking at getting, what, 230, 240 comfortably. Amazing how that's just fallen away. Malia. He's out in the middle there with Layla. Good to see him. And Samuels. For shame. There he is, Mr. Samuels. Layla, he's a US, of course, umpire. Well, he's such a good closer out of the innings as Xavier Bartlett. Yeah, a little change of pace. Jay loves coming out around the US, part of the Cognizant MLC. Rushane as well. I think he's based in Georgia. He was telling us over a cold one the other night. It's very cold. Yeah, I'll let some of the family come in. A couple of tickets sent at the gate. Another crunching blow. Yeah, little skimmer. Finland, Allen will get nowhere near it, and it's 4 more.
Placed it well, Ali Sheikh. Given these death, it was a proper shake. Outside the off stump. Waited for that ball to come. And he sent it packing.
Yeah, missed his line and length there to Bartlett. Coming round still. That sounded sweet, but he not quite got all of it. And gone, yeah. Needed more woodwork on it. The captain takes a smart running catch to get rid of him.
Yet again, when the batters are batting well, not exercising presence of mind here. They have 2 wickets in hand, and Ali Sheikh, after scoring a boundary, tries to score another one through covers, only to sky it. Good catch by skipper shot. Goes on his long walk back to the pavilion. Goes for 19. Orcas 190 for 9.
Bartlett versus Bartman. We've had 19, it's 190 for 9.
So Bartman in action right there.
fabulous top order in terms of contributions, 32, 62 and 51, and then really has fallen away somewhat from the Seattle Orcas. Won the toss. Did Marcus Stoyner said, yeah, we're going to go up front, bat first, and post a total that hopefully is a winning one. Well, looked like we were going to get 230, 240. Can they get 200? Here's Ralph. Just a little bit of woodwork. They should get 2, maybe not. No, they don't. Hit it too well. Yeah, Ralph, can he hold the fort here and get a couple more? That's a good catch from short. Those always running away with you, and the breeze too, just taking it further. It was a decent snare in the end from Matt Short. His Cognizant clutch catches. His 11th in the death overs now since last year. Xavier Bartlett. Since 2025, he's done well. That looks fairly out. Look good, look good. Rushane Samuel says, yeah, I like it too. Let's just throw it upstairs though and have a little look with a bit of DRS.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Thank you. That pass is close to the bat. I'll check Aldridge next, please. Okay, got a gap on the left-hand side. Yeah, no bat involved. We'll go through to ball tracking when ready, please. Standing by for ball tracking, coming up now. Original decision out, pitching outside off, impact in line, wicket sitting. Shane, you'll be staying with your out decision. You're on screen, signal now.
Christmas has come early with that LB for Harris Ralph. He gets his first one. All the red lights ablaze. They do not get to 200. The Seattle Orcas, when you think their first 10 overs were 138 for 2. The last 10 are well 53 for 9, done and dusted, gone. The 8 wickets just go boom. Look at that, what a start. It's 32, 62, 51, and then 3, 1, 19, 14, 2, 0, 4 not out, and a duck for Bartman. And they've been rock and rolled inside 20 overs. Have the Seattle Orcas when 230, 240 looked on the cards, Robin Utapa.
Yeah, they certainly have shot themselves in the foot, haven't they? Got off to a great start. In fact, the first 12 overs of the game were dominant. Then the collapse happened. The bowlers came back into the game. Don't mind the economy. Look at the wickets there. 2 for Bartlett, 1 for off. Couch gets 3. Standout bowler. Ghulam gets 2 and Short gets 2.
Time to go sideline again with Aman Patel.
Here with Brody Couch. I want to start off with the total. Kept him under 200 after that start. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think we come back really well there. They obviously got off to a flyer. At the 10-over mark, they probably had a few more than we would have hoped for. So, yeah, we've done well to come back and keep them under 200.
Yeah, for yourself, you bowled in the power play, then came out of it. You took 3 wickets in the end. What worked for you tonight?
Yeah, obviously the power play didn't go how we'd liked as a team. And then personally, I think it was just sticking to our process and then obviously executing. You know, there's a lot of class with Seattle at the top of the order. Just staying in the hunt, staying in the fight. Hopefully things will turn. I think as a collective, we would hit our areas and executed under pressure then in the second half of that inning, so it's pleasing.
Yeah, they say Friday night lights, and the folks have come in. It feels pretty loud down here. How's the home crowd support?
Yeah, you can definitely feel it tonight. It's awesome. It's great to have some Bay Area fans in tonight. So hopefully, yeah, keep getting some more in. Yeah, love having the fans here. It's awesome.
Oh, well done in the first innings, and good luck in the second.
Thank you.
Yeah, good fight back from Brody Couch. He took 3 for 41. Well, the home side, San Francisco Unicorns, they need 192 from their 20 overs. We'll see if they can do it on the other side.
was huge excitement earlier in the year when the LA Knight Riders announced the Fairplex here in Pomona as their brand new home ground. Let's take you behind the scenes. Damien Hoff, the head curator here, and his team have laid 8 world-class pitches right out here in the middle. And we've got a massive oval, 65 metres straight down the ground, even wider, about 75 metres to the square boundary. The goal here from the LA Knight Riders is to leave a legacy of cricket right here in Southern California. Dharamshala in India, Newlands down in South Africa and Cape Town. You've got competition right here in LA. And we're all set for action. July 1st, the first game of this Cognizant Major League Cricket Season 4.
Yeah, that'll be next week for leg number 3 of 5 legs of this Cognizant Major League Cricket Season 4. At the moment, we're right here in Oakland in the Bay Area. And it was a power-packed start again. Shaihan Jahangir, the star of the show. Look at that strike rate. The best part of 250 he was going at in his second career MLC 50, and there was a beautiful 52 for Matthew Bretsky. 191 though, because of a rather remarkable collapse after the great work done by the top 3. You're going to see a lot of highlights of batting to start with, and then the bowlers came into things as they started to find their lengths. But the boundaries flew. 15 shared between Seifert and Jahangir. Jahangir played so well, but that was the first wicket. Yet again, Seifert caught and bowled for the 3rd time this season. It brought Bretsky to the crease, who played 2 of the shots of the season. And then Jahangir continued along his merry way. Some beautiful striking from Bretsky too. He hit 6 boundaries in all in his innings of 51. But then Jahangir was dismissed Liam Plunkett, and the bowlers really started to come back into it for the Unicorns.
So just looking at the footage here, Bretsky batted beautiful for his 50, but yeah, you're right. Brody Couch came back in for 2 wickets in the over. As you see on screen here, it was an easy catch. The great bowling by Brody Couch, then picked up another wicket in that over. He kind of changed the screw. You had Michael Stoinis who hit that tracer ball down to long off. The ball never really left that projection.
And certainly a good catch held down at long off. Then Shanaka was the next to go. He was held by Short to cover. But Couch bowled nicely, came back well after an expensive start. Short bowled effectively 2 for 12 from his 2 overs, including this 2 and 2. Gannon looking for the big blow. Although Ali Sheikh played a little cameo. He made 19 off 17 with a couple of boundaries once he was dismissed. It was just a case of when they were going to be bowled all out. So after that flying start, and at one point being 138 for 1 with that Harris Rout LBW, the Orcas bowled all out inside their 20 overs. Who was the pick of the attack for you, Liam?
I think late on, obviously, Couch started really rough at the start, but then a few overs at the back end brought him back in. But you look at Matt Short, who came in, took a couple of wickets back to back, and also had a chance for a hat-trick. So yeah, I'm looking at the guys. It was a bit of a mix. No one really stood out too much. Bartlett's always good. Struggled up top, but came back and bowled beautifully. But Matt Short, them 2 wickets in that over. So it was a mix for me. No one really stood out, but it was a decent bowling after the first half for me. They came and brought it back.
Certainly Bartlett came back well too, I thought, with his 2 for 30. Well, we're honoured to have one of the greatest cricketers in the history of our sport right here with us in America. And Sir Isaac Vivian Alexander Richards caught up with Aman Patel.
So I have the honor of being alongside one of the legends of world cricket, Sir Vivian Richards. Thank you so much for being here. First time in Oakland. What do you make of everything?
Oh, the weather's good. I love to feel cool, especially where I'm coming from. I just came from Antigua and it's hot as hell. So this is just calm things down for me. I'm feeling okay.
All right, well, we might have different opinions. You got the short sleeves, I've got the hoodie on.
That's
so it's
right.
a little different. But for yourself, you're seeing the Coliseum for the first time. So it's your first time at the stadium in and of itself. You know, a lot of history behind it. What do you make of the stadium?
Oh, it's a beautiful stadium. It looks like it can hold the people where I'm from.
Yeah.
There's a population of say 100,000 folks. This looks like it could hold my country.
We love having you here. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
It's a pleasure, man.
Welcome to Oakland.
A pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, how good was that? And he's not far off. Antigua and Barbuda, where Sir Viv is from, about 90,000 people. We could get 62,000 of them in here at this glorious Oakland Coliseum. Can the hometown side get it done? They're going to need 192 to win of every single ball of the chase just after this break. Welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It's match number 11 of Cognizant Major League Cricket Season 4. So we've seen a fascinating first innings that, well, ebbed and flowed with real extremity. They were at one point 138 for 1, the Seattle Orcas having chosen to bat first, but they collapsed in a heap. So much so that they were bowled all out for 191. And for the hometown Unicorns, they'll have their left-hand, right-hand combination up at the top. Power-packed duo in the shape of Lehandre Pretorius and the man who loves this arena, maybe like no other, in the shape of the Kiwi, Finn Allen. But the Orcas, well, their bowlers have been exceptional all season, particularly Otniel Bartman and Jesse Singh, but it will be Marcus Stoinis to get things going with some right-arm medium pace, the captain of the Orcas. We look rejuvenated under him and the new head coach Adam Voges. This would be a big, big win to beat the Unicorns on their home soil. Can they hunt it down? They'll need just under 10 runs per over right from the off. We should have a really good chase here. Let's get it on. Runs immediately with a single that will get things going. Andrew Leonard here alongside the World Cup winning cricketer and now professional baseballer Liam Plunkett, who's joining me. Liam, firstly, good evening to you. How's your day been?
Day's been great. I obviously love playing baseball, but I'm glad I'm back here watching cricket now. To your point, it's sometimes starting to start because you know what you're getting. He's going to hit that line and length, and that's what you want first over. Get him through one over. If he bowls it well, then might come again. It's fairly stump to stump, and that's what you need on here. Put pressure on early doors.
Liam's being modest, everyone. First ever professional baseball appearance today, and he struck the #1 batter out, who tends to be one of the best batters in baseball, right up at the top. I watched the footage there online of the Oakland bowlers that you were with. 3 strikes, 1 ball. He barely had a swing at you, didn't know how to play you. You're untouchable, Liam Plunkett.
I sent you, he didn't know what was coming at him. I was like that old club cricket bowler. You know, the guy just hits line and length. Yeah, the village baseballer. That was me today. I tricked him with the unorthodox arm action. But no, it was good fun, mate. It was great to be involved and to say I played professional baseball. Absolutely outstanding. Back to the game I love now. And hopefully, I'm very, very, very down the line, but hopefully we see a good game here. The Unicorns win.
Now down the leg side, there's a flick of something, and it's given. And Allen knows it because he trudges off. And Stoinis knows how big a wicket that is. Umpire had a long think about it, but probably a flick of the glove. No complaints from Allen. He's got to go.
Here we just go now. Seam up delivery by Stoinis. Down leg side, not a great delivery, but it's a cruel game for batsmen sometimes when you haven't found that form. That normally would disappear out the ballpark. Very good catch down the leg side for Tim Seifert. First wicket goes for the SF Unicorns with the skipper taking that pull. A little send-off for Finn Allen. But yeah, be very, very disappointed again. He goes for a duck, and the score is the Unicorns are 1 for 1.
Skipper comes to the crease much earlier than he would have liked to have been out there. Called upon in the first over because of a big moment in the game. Finn Allen dismissed just his second delivery. The Orcas riding high. Such a great time of things this season. Tactic to go with Stoinis up top has worked. Well, he's a fine umpire, isn't he, Rushane Samuels? He had a long think about this, but ultimately he decided there was definitely glove involved.
Great decision. Finn Allen knew straight away. He tried to hide away, turned away from the umpire, but he knew he was out and the finger came up. Orcas are very happy. The Unicorns are disappointed to lose their big star, Finn Allen, for a duck.
There's the confirmation just there, the very bottom of the glove. If you're watching cricket for maybe the first time this evening, the glove, when it's on the handle of the bat, it's considered part of the bat, so you can be given out caught off both the bat, or in that case, on the glove. And that was a really good catch, wasn't it, by Tim Seifert? He had to go very sharply to his left down the leg side.
Yeah, outstanding. As you said, it is sometimes cruel for a batsman, but it's an outstanding catch. That was a great bit of cricket. Stoinis has started beautiful here. That was probably his worst delivery. That got the wicket, but that's sometimes what happens as a bowler. Great start from the pod squad. Hopefully close out this over with a dot or another wicket.
Really good start from Marcus Stoinis. Job done by the skipper. Just 3 runs and the big wicket of Finn Allen from the first. It's 3 for 1. You have to love it when a plan comes off, and clearly that was a plan from the Orcas.
Plan is to start with the skipper to get through that over. Line and length, smash the pitch, nothing too crazy, but he got that big wicket. So yeah, the wicket of Allen is obviously disappointing for the Unicorns. We just look at this batting lineup here. We have Sanjay Krishnamurthy coming in, Hassan Khan, Hamad, Hardy at the back end there. So that's a strong lineup until it gets to Ralph, who can whack it a bit, but maybe Couch will sneak in before Ralph this innings.
Yeah, I'd expect Xavier Bartlett is someone who might come in a bit higher up the order. No doubt about that. Really talented all-rounder. Great to have him back. 18 wickets last season, and here comes Jesse Singh in the wickets himself. A night that he won't forget last night, the 32-year-old, his first ever 5-wicket haul in professional cricket.
Yeah, it was outstanding, mate. He bowled some beautiful deliveries through the gate with Andreas House and obviously Glenn Maxwell. Thing is with cricket, it's a new game. You have to start again. How are you going to start here? You have to execute. You have to run up and smash the pitch. Here we're looking at Jesse Singh's pitch map. Beautiful length. You can see that the majority of his deliveries are hitting between that 8 and 6 metre mark. crashing the length. His wickets are all in that area, apart from one was a little bit fuller. Outstanding spell yesterday.
Picked up all the way. Maybe held up there in the crowd to go with it. Big roar from the home faithful. Pretorius deposits it into the stands.
Yeah, excellent shot here, 6 runs from Pretorius. Leg side is a tad bit full, and no real risk in that shot. He just helped it along the way and into the stand. Dropped it, I think it was dropped in the stand there. Great shot, nice little flick, and he continues. He looks really good form, mate. He looks good.
I think he's caught it on the bounce and he's claimed it. You can't do that, sir. You got to get it on the full to give it the big celebration. Change of angle. Singh's going to come round the wicket now. Now, if you're wondering how difficult umpiring is, look at this. Not easy, is it? That all happens in a flash.
Yeah, I think as a bowler, you should say the umpire should always get it right, but it happens so quick, and there's pressure on you. Yeah, you need to be looking at the right spot. Hopefully that's what the umpire's doing, but it happens so quick, and that was a great decision. He heard the sound off that glove and recognised it was an out. Yeah, beautiful umpiring. Well done.
Really blessed with great match officials here, I've got to say. Every single one of them. Shane Samuels, an umpire very much on the rise and giving us a smile for good measure with it. And a little bit fuller, isn't he, Jesse Singh? I think he's thinking of those dismissals where he picked up, particularly Glenn Maxwell, bowled last night. What a moment that was.
We said a bit earlier here, the fuller balls, that's the one that disappears. Yeah, good line of length. One bad ball that executed went for 6, but here we're looking at the leading wicket takers. And we have...
Yeah, the remitly leading wicket takers. Look at that, the top 2, both in green.
Both in green, also men in orange following up there. But yeah, they've been outstanding with Bartman, also Jesse Singh, a great duo, and hopefully they can continue tonight, smacking the pitch and taking up pulse.
Oh, beauty. Really nice change of angle, and Pretorius squared up and beaten.
Seeing too much shape away off the seam. It's more like the variable bounce, but look at here. It was actually really beautiful delivery. Perfect delivery. Seam up, going towards maybe middle and off, and took a huge deviation, nipped the seam, and went through to the keeper. Great delivery.
Really is amazing what confidence can do for you as a bowler. You're a seamer or a spinner. When you're in the wickets, just run in with a different attitude, a different mindset. Over pitch this time though and punished. Dominant stroke from Pretorius. Makes it 2 boundaries in the over. 15 for 1.
Excellent shot. Full, but he still executed. Middle of the bat, cracked it through the covers for 4 runs. That's cricket. You can have one game where you bowl 4 overs, 4 for nothing, and you can go for 12 of 1 over the next day. Sort of rocked back into his crease, put this sort of the weight on his back foot, then powered out through to that cover. Excellent shot. Hits the ball really hard, nails it.
Here's Otniel Bartman alongside Singh. He's bowling from the other end. 2 leading wicket takers in the competition. He's having a real time of things here in America, loving every second in the big time in the States. What's he done well this season that's given him such reward?
I think in general his T20 stats are amazing. Look at that. I think he's just ran in and cracked the length over and over again. He bowled well in Dallas on tough wickets and he mixed it up. He took some risk in terms of the odd short ball, his cutter, his great Yorker bowling. So he just executes well, backs his skill. He knows what he does well and backs himself. On this wicket, he's just also smashed the length with a few cutters and mix-ups, and he's bowled really well, and he deserves the wickets he gets.
Comes off an edge, but the 3rd is up in the circle, so it will go away to the rope. Fortune, real fortune for short. It was a good piece of bowling. Not where the captain wanted to hit it, but he does get his first boundary.
When you see in the way that Finn Allen got out, the glove, and they obviously get caught behind, this is a thick outside edge. Possibly you can get a wicket with this, but this time it goes to the batsman. Comes across it, maybe hitting to mid-wicket, wide mid-on, gets a thick outside edge and sails over short third man, and that'll be 4 for the Unicorns.
Loses his line this time, and Short punishes him. The last delivery was real fortune for Short. This one, well, just helped around the corner. 4 more.
That's actually where his strength is. You'd probably be disappointed he didn't hit that for 6, but he got enough on it, didn't try to overhit it, helped it round the corner. Yeah, just a little bit on that, it would have went for 4, but he got a decent piece of it. Beautiful shot, delicate, play your angles, 4 runs.
The one trend we've seen across the now 4 games in this Oakland leg is anything full has been tending to go. Straight to mid-off, and Stoinis, elated, delighted, takes the catch. It gives Bartman another, and they've got 2 very big wickets in the power play now, the Orcas.
Here we go. Into the pitch, wobble seam. Maybe got stuck in the wicket there, sorry. But was it a bit hesitant in that shot? Maybe the wicket put him off, and he didn't follow through quite nicely, but he got stuck and he got caught by Marcus Stoinis.
A cognizant clutch catch, no doubt, from Stoinis. Short's got to go for 10. It's 23 for 2. Big ovation for the local man, Sanjay Krishnamurthy. Really is a prodigious young talent, someone who's evolving his game significantly. Pulled into the USA squad as a teenager all the way back in 2021. Since then, he's completely evolved his game. Now, we were just talking about why Bartman's been good this season. He's been hitting lengths like this.
Just finds a way to get a wicket. He just finds ways on any surface, but especially on this one. The pitch did help him. It's stuck in there, but that was a Cognizant clutch catch, and that was taken by the skipper, Stoinis, at mid-on. Mid-off, sorry. Mid-on, mid-off, mid-off.
Definitely mid-off. All those baseball positions in your head now, Liam. They're going to dash a single. Get through safely despite Ali Sheikh's best efforts. 24 for 2. What would that be in baseball? It's kind of in between. Shortstop, is it? In between first and second base?
I think so. But that would be like similar to a line drive there, right? I'm not sure. There's no fielders there, is there?
Yeah, it depends. I
just played. I should know.
The Oakland bowlers will be disgusted with you.
I just want them guys turned up all the gear, no idea. That was me today.
Always great to be here on the West Coast, and it's an old Californian odyssey for these 2 weeks. Starting here in Oakland, down to Southern California, to Los Angeles, Pomona, that spectacular new ground. And we'll head back to Dallas for leg 4. The grand finals, remember, coming here to this historic arena, where we're going to try and get one of the biggest crowds ever seen in American cricket. In the air, goes to his right, not quite. Great effort from Shimron Hetmyer. Seemed to hang in the air for an eternity, and Hetmyer thought he could make a play in it, but couldn't quite get there, just out of his reach.
The skipper's back onto ball here, straight smacks that back in the back of the length. Sanjay is normally good at this shot, and normally he'll put that away, but I think the pitch made it tricky. That would have been a spectacular catch. Nearly another wicket for the skipper there.
They needed Faf du Plessis in yellow. Stoinis thought he had a third. Great effort by Hetmyer. Interesting to see him give himself a second. You'll often get captains who sometimes underbowl themselves or overbowl themselves. Stoinis finding the right balance right now.
He's bowled a lot. I played with him for the Melbourne Stars, and he did open the bowling. He's played a lot in the IPL. He's been periods where he opened and closed out, bowled death. So he's kind of can bowl anywhere in the game. I think it's a smart option. He was smacking his length.
Straight up, Stoinis has bounced him out, and Seifert's not going to drop that. Krishnamurthy was looking to counter-attack, but he perishes too. Oh, the men in green, the Orcas are having a whale of a time.
Very similar shot where he just nearly got out 2 balls ago. Whacked into the pitch again, hard length, and it bounced a bit on him. Wasn't meant to be too short, it's probably meant to be a hard length, but it was an outstanding catch by Tim Seifert. And another wicket goes. Disappointing start for the Unicorns, but such an amazing start for the pod squad. Sanjay Krishnamurthy does depart, and he goes for 3 off 5 balls, and the Unicorns are 26 for 3.
Here's Aaron Hardy at 5. Yet again, we've seen batters be a little bit guilty in this Oakland leg of maybe going too hard too soon. Stoinis, an inspired change of bowling, and he's got 2 for himself and 3 for the team.
Yeah, good bowling, just using the pitch. That's been the most helpful thing at the Coliseum. But yeah, it's that one. If it's in my area, am I going to try and smack the ball for 6? Otherwise, do I just shut up shop and then give myself some extra time? So it's stick or twist. He decided to twist on that one, and unfortunately the ball bounced and it was caught behind, and obviously good ball into Stoinis, who starts another over with another wicket.
No is the loud call. Now here's Leandre Pretorius, whilst he was keeping, just getting ready to have a bat. Doesn't he actually wear keeping pads? Very rare you see that. Marks out his crease, and away it goes. Even better, like a bullet from a gun. Such a talented youngster.
Get yourself at the crease. Visualization. Sometimes bowlers do it at the top of the mark before the game, and sometimes batsmen take their crease and think about where the ball can be executed and how they can play that shot. And as you've seen, offside, leg side, he does it all.
Another really good over for the Orcas. It's a wicket-taking one. Unicorns struggling. 27 for 3.
.27 for 3 after 4 overs. Joining me right now is the birthday boy. Find themselves in a touch of bother here, Tommy.
Nearly in more bother. Just skips over cover. Yeah, a tentative shot. Unsure whether to go through with it or not, as they try to kind of establish some sort of flow in the beginning part of their innings.
Farmers specifically noticing the lights over here in the stadium. Just so clean, and just feels like the ground's really bright. It's a different kind of floodlights, isn't it? And I've never really experienced lighting like this on a cricket field. Feels really, really nice and bright and pristine almost.
Yeah, we get different ones, don't we? If you think about grounds from around the world, and I suppose what we'd call the traditional ones would be the 5 different pylons, which would have, I don't know, I'm looking there and I'm thinking maybe a third of that.
The same kind of lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar sort of, you know, all the way up, and then 5 of them round the ground.
Yeah.
And then the other ones that we would have would be the Ring of Fire, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire is very disturbing.
Yeah, because I suppose the ball can then go through that level of the lights, and then you've got to make some sort of judgment with the ball in the dark, in the black of the sky, actually, of the night. And when it comes back through those lights, that's very difficult.
Yeah,
this is nice.
Yeah, it just feels like there's no dark spot on the ground at all. Like it just covers every angle of the ground.
And it's what we want.
Yes, absolutely.
So we can have no excuses for dropping catches.
So Palmers, we have a bunch of gifts for you on your birthday. Eyes closed.
Okay. I'm happy to close my eyes. Am I supposed to guess? A hat. Okay.
A nice fire hat for you.
Open my eyes. That's nice.
Come back, come back. You need to come back.
I'll move back. I'll move back. Oh, yeah. There you go. I do.
I got more for you though.
I don't mind hair. About to catch it. Nobody will. That has sped off the bat. And it's gone for 4. This talented youngster, Luhandre Pretorius.
Yeah, you can't give him width, can you? Just doing exactly that, giving him width outside the off stump. With shot, third man in. Criminal. You know, if you don't like that one that much, I still have something else for you.
Go on, then. I don't mind that. I don't mind this one.
You don't mind this one?
Yeah.
But we think you're a unicorn, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a rare one.
Shot. Lovely. Just helped it on its way. Absolutely fantastic from Luhandre Pretorius. Got that out the middle as well. And that has sailed away. 40 for 3 after 5.
Practically dismissed that from his presence. Watch those hands create pace. Single-handed. Took the right hand off just to connect the ball. Beg your pardon, the bottom hand off just to connect the ball. Sent it packing. Yeah, Palmers. You have the Bartman running in the bowl now. That's got to hurt. But we have our very own unicorn here.
Listen.
Which one do you like better?
I don't think I like this one. couple of reasons. Something on my head. Second thing, the Orcas have 191 on the board, so can I have an Orca one?
You want an Orca one?
Yeah. Anyhow, let's get downstairs to Arman. What you got for us, Arman?
Homie, I've got your hat on me now as well. So we're twinning, but I've got the crowd around me. And we know, Pommy, it's your birthday, and they all know it's your birthday. So, guys, are we singing happy birthday? Yeah. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, as we see another 4, we might have to wait just a little bit longer. As we see another 4 from the San Francisco Unicorns. As the Unicorns try to chase down this total. This crowd is ready to sing happy birthday because, Pommy, it's the big 5-0. So here we go.
Happy birthday!
No. Wait. Stop them.
Stop him, Aman.
Happy birthday, dear Bobby. Happy birthday to you.
And we'll cap it off with a massive 6 into the crowd. Happy 50, Palmy.
That's some shot. It was like fireworks after you'd done the singing.
Yeah, exactly. It was the cherry on the cake, wasn't it? Just as they finished singing happy birthday, he sends a 282 feet 6. Boy, did he time that one. Woo.
Sounds sweeter and sweeter.
So does.
Yeah, it's going to say to Armani, he's going to do a different version for us. I'm going with the Stevie Wonder version.
Can't remember how that goes, Thomas.
Look at the VTEX leading run scorers. Tim Seifert up at the top. There's Leandro Pretorius, 177. He is 33 from 14. Striking at 235, nearly 236 right now. 3 4s and 3 6s. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Keep going.
Oh, you don't? What? You don't know it?
I haven't heard this version.
What? No way. Robbie.
Sorry, man.
You've got to live a little.
Oh, I'll get there.
After this, after our stint,
yes,
we go next door, and I'll sort you out. Okay?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, no worries.
The old version is getting very old.
You might be surprised at how old the one I'm singing is. 51 for 3. Yeah, much work to do, as is evidenced by that comparison with the 2 worms. They've got a long way to get above ground, and they don't have to take the vertical route, just as long as when they get to the end there, to the 20 overs, they manage to catch up. Oh. Misfielded right onto the fence. Cold. Lexus power play done. Some shots played, but wickets also going down.
Yeah, lots of wickets going down. 3 wickets in total. Power play, but Andre Pretorius has entertained us. Top dismissal. Just kind of throwing the kitchen sink at it. 2 catches to Seifert. This man has been scintillating. Entertaining all of us with his clean hitting.
Yeah, just stats with regard to the Lexus power play. Before yesterday, Seattle Orcas hadn't taken 3 or more power play wickets in 17 matches. Banged away. Try as he might, Gretzky can't get to that. And Pretorius is sending it to all parts beautifully.
Hit that with prodigious strength. Just smashed it. There's no chance for even Gretzky, who's probably the fastest fielder here, outfielder here in the competition. Bang, look at the bat speed he generates with his back, with his pushback and his back lift.
Offside, there's a fielder out there. Oh, has he I think in a roundabout way he's managed.
Yeah, just about managed it. Just about managed to keep that ball in. Jan Jong, they will check it, but it seems like he was just done enough to keep that ball in.
Question is, does he have any part of himself in touch with the boundary and the ball at the same time? So, yeah, there it is, right there. Whoopsie, unfortunately for. There's confirmation. The sound off his bat, so good. He's struck it well, and I am intrigued at just the fluency, the striking, and the improvement from afternoon to evening.
It has gotten better, hasn't it? Wicket's not stopping as much, and I also think because after the first game they actually rolled the wicket, kind of probably cleared out all the dents that were there on the wicket.
Yeah, moisture.
And even the moisture would have drawn the moisture out. Just need someone to string a partnership here with Pretorius. They're going to win this game, then they've got to stay on top of it and make sure that he'll get the boundaries, but just keep the singles going over so that you can get 10, 12 runs and over.
Yeah, and at present, it must be said, they're going at the rate kind of required. They're going just over 9s, and required is just under 10s. And with a partnership, if they get a partnership together, like you're saying, and they can gradually increase that. Yeah, good fielding. Oh, yeah, good call. No, would have been trouble. A lot of it. 12 off, 63 for 3. .191 in their 20 overs plays, 63 for 3 so far in 7 overs, and this partnership is 37 from 21, with Luhandre Pretorius controlling things, looking the key here for the San Francisco Unicorns. Here's Dasun Shanaka, captain of Sri Lanka.
As they've often done in this Cognizant MLC, they've gone to Shanaka, because Shanaka has produced breakthroughs for the Orcas. Pretorius, though, has just been prodigious today. Been super impressive through the tournament as well.
Used in fits and starts, Dasun Shanaka, and whether we're talking bowling or we're talking batting, and it comes on and we'll bowl an over or two. The batting comes in at the back end, and sometimes when teams in trouble and then looks to rescue.
I like this from Pretorius. He's taking the safer option to punt the ball for boundaries, because he understands it. for a 20-year-old to take that kind of responsibility is pleasing to watch. Shanaka, though, is a little bit of a wily customer, isn't he? Changes the pace up quite a bit. Has this uncanny ability of taking wickets.
Oh, nearly drags that on. It gets 4 though, and they won't mind how these runs come as long as they can keep it ticking over.
Yeah, he almost had him there. This is the thing about Shanaka, he bowls these cutters, sat in the wicket. Very lucky for that ball to have not gone on to hit the stumps. Unfortunate for Shanaka.
Doubleheader today, doubleheader tomorrow. And we've gone from fantastic Friday to a sizzling Saturday. MI New York taking on Los Angeles Knight Riders. And then we have the Washington Freedom taking on the Texas Super Kings. Matches 12 and 13 right here at the Coliseum. That'd be wide. He'll have to bowl that again. Hoping to make him take on the short ball. Played well to this point, hasn't he?
Played really well so far, Palmer's. 5 4s, 3 6s, and 1 6 better than the other. The first one. Hits the ball so hard.
He hits it hard, all right. That has larruped over deep mid-wicket. It brings up a half-century to Alejandro Pretorius. Oh, brilliant. Major League Cricket 50s by an under-21. 3 for Pretorius. Outstanding work. It's off just 23 balls. Unicorns, 78 for 3.
Captain Stoinis outside the power play. He's a leader, Marcus Stoinis. Very ironic that he's come on now with someone at the opposite end of the spectrum. Now it's beginning their journey, Luandra Pretorius. 3 50s in 4 Cognizant MLC innings. And no one was louder for that performance than Danny Morrison from up here.
Yeah. Turn things around because his partnership with 52 from 29 has been great. That sounds good too. Absolutely crunched. Miles back. Yeah, says it all. Head down, get back to your mark, Marcus Stoinis, and come up with something else. A couple of Aussies locking horns here. Into the surface, and it is the slot for Hardy. Renowned for this sort of striking back in Australia.
Stoinis has got some decisions to make now because from 26 for 3, partnership is now 58. So you think about the wicket taking options a night ago, Danny. Bartman is 1. Jasdeep Singh has been expensive, but he's won. And not a single over of spin yet. And that tells you about the importance of Pretorius' left-handed presence with Ali Sheikh and Harmeet Singh available.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot too in the Indian Premier League. You think about bowlers that don't even get on because of the left-handed scenario and who's actually out there striking.
First one was big, second one bigger. That's the longer boundary. Need a 6 tracker to tell me the distance on that one.
Certainly do, and they're up out of their seats here at Oakland. Yeah, that had cabin crew on it. A long way up. Oh, what a great sound. 243 feet. And smoke.
They're 30 runs behind at this current stage than where the Orcas were. But remember, the last 10.1 overs, they were 53 for 9. An almighty collapse, Danny. So you could maybe say they're ahead or just on par.
Yeah, and you think about that first 10 overs, and they're going at over 11s, the average. And at one stage, they were going 14s in that power play. It shows you what can happen. You're going like a runaway freight train, and then the wheels come off. Didn't get to 200 even. They're 66 now from 34. Pretorius, wonderful hand-eye. Again, left-handers hit the ball in unique areas around a cricket pitch. Look at that, one-hander. Look at this. Can't help thinking of some other star quality left-handers out of the subcontinent, crunching it everywhere. Young Suryavanshi lit up the IPL again.
Looking at the toe of the bat, it almost comes from a similar place than Suryavanshi, almost pointing towards the point region. Get back to it, 93 for 3.
We love the Oakland Coliseum and the energy it brings alongside me. I want to start to my man to my right. Shirt, hairdo, everything is there. That's
right.
How long did it take you to put this whole fit together?
An hour. It's for the unicorns. Saffron, unicorn, Sparkle Army, soldier. Come join us. The best place on earth to watch cricket.
I tell you what, maybe it is the best place on earth to watch cricket at the Oakland Coliseum. See another couple of runs here for the Unicorns. Actually, 4 more runs for the Unicorns. And they all love it behind me. It's a sea of orange, and these home fans are loving seeing their home side in the Coliseum. My man to my left, this isn't your first time in the Coliseum here in Major League Cricket, is it though?
I come every time, every time, every time. You tell me, you call me, I will be there for MLC anytime, anytime. Let's go!
They're always out and about for Major League Cricket, especially their hometown Unicorns. Guys, I might not be able to come back in the commentary box. I'm getting, this is infectious over here. Back to you guys upstairs.
Ahmad, we're sending down some security. It's okay, Chief. Get back here.
Danny, don't you think we should send M. Pomalelo down there? It's his birthday after all.
Go, Trig Boy. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Do you know any songs made in the last 3 years?
This century, you mean? Quality old tracks. Remember, you said it. Old as gold.
Previously, we showed a package of Pretorius, Danny, and his boundaries, and after the first 2 games, 70% of his runs had come leg side. I think about the 2 dismissals he's had in the tournament. Russell in Dallas, cutting the ball, caught behind, and then the Faf catch a couple days ago, caught at mid-off. So if you're the Orcas, and look, he can hit the ball through the offside as well, can you force him to hit the ball more through the offside because he is so strong left of screen? What is that? 32 plus 11, that's 43. 53, 59% on the leg side. Quick maths.
Yeah, good from you. Oh, it's worth thinking about coming forward for a dive, but it was one of those ones that was a bit tricky. And you got one of the better fielders in the world game in Shimron Hetmeyer. And he was just caught in between, understandably. So a difficult one. And he is so destructive, this fellow. Look, he's fetched that outside off that you were on about, Nickel. That off-stump line to see whether he's going to cut it, chop it on maybe, little tickle through, caught it backward point, but no, he's fetched it and boshed it.
Oh my goodness. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that ball, and it's being fetched from the boundary.
Fodder on off stump. Tried the wide line Yorker, and you've got to be so precise with it. Let's look at this. It's not bad, I tell you. It's not the worst delivery going around. And he's played this superbly. Used the pace, just opened the blade a little and controlled it superbly. Pretorius. Fire here.
.108 for 3. And will be time for a drink spirit. We all need a deep breath. Halfway stage. Been a quiet season for Finn Allen and Krishnamurti, but they've got Aaron Hardy in, fresh from international duty, along with Xavier Bartlett, who we saw earlier. Bartman has been good. His 2 overs really could decide this game. Stoinis, the captain, excellent.
Surface can be a little challenging, but a little strangle down the leg side. Yeah. Stoinis, bit of fortune there. But once again, Phil Allen misses out. Just slightly off and Matt Short. He struck a couple and then he got out, captain. And all of a sudden, couple down, comes 3 down. And 26 for 3, and you thought, uh-oh. And then you've got someone like Pretorius who can just monster it everywhere. Slicing, dicing, carving, you name it. This guy out of the Rainbow Nation. And then the Aussie with the leverage. Spring-loaded bats they've got these days. Simply destructive. Excellent from these two. Partnership 82 from 41. Quite brilliant. The Orcas got to 191 when they promised so much more to get well over 220, 230 odd, and really did stutter and fall away. It's the last 9 wickets tumbling away, and now 108 for 3. You'd probably say, are they going to be favourites in the contest because these two are humming?
.84 needed off the last 10, which you think with 7 wickets in hand and partnership at 82, it should be gettable. Here's Jasdeep Singh. Of course, Danny, this was the exact point where the collapse began. So if you're the Orcas, They're thinking just get one and we're back in it.
Yeah, 100%. Stay positive, optimistic, all those things. 138 was this when they lost their second wicket. Then the third at 149, and that's when it all fell over. 149, 150, 152, 169, 174 twice. So coach there, Adam Voges, long in-depth chat with Marcus Stoinis, combinations of who to bowl when against Pretorius, and then how do we look at Hardy and the situation there. Of course, Voges and Stoinis will know Hardy very well. Seen a lot of them in Australia on the Big Bash. Just had the drinks break. Can they get a wicket? The Orcas. Make a change here. Do something outrageous to turn things around. A couple of wickets in 1 over makes a heck of a difference. The Orcas did that. They lost to their 4th at 150, their 5th at 152. And then they lost wickets 7 and 8 at 174. So it does happen so often in clumps. Back-to-back wickets.
Of course, you'll know him well, Danny, because Voges and Hardy, that combination, have had success for the Perth Scorchers. So they've spent, this is Jason Gillespie, they've spent months together. They've planned together. I'm sure that intel will be helpful. Here he is, left of screen, Adam Voges. Inside the analyst. Sanga in the background, Leggy, might see him later on. I'm still thinking about that shot from Pretorius. We've seen, I'm adding it to my list of ridiculousness. 3 on the list, Danny. Faf catch, Ashley De Silva run out, and that one-handed shot from Pretorius. What was that for 6?
Yeah, it wasn't bad that this fellow can play. We've seen a lot of left-handed talent in the last sort of 12 months. Oof. Spider legs to the 4. Biggies. And all on that onside.
And that's the line you probably want to be operating on. Problem is he's still picking up boundaries.
Yeah, and understandably, you can't really have a slip in this time of the innings, and he's set and going. Slightly little cross seam off cut. Get there, Timothy! No. Need to be a tall keeper. Needed longer levers, and to be fair, it was pretty much always past Tim Seifert on the way to the fence.
There's a deep cover in place with the long off. So protection for Singh if he goes full and on off stump. He has probably the option of going pace off as well with the guys in front on the offside. And so mature and controlled this innings from Pretorius. Job is not done though. 117 for 2.
Yeah, partnership 91 now. 75 from 54. That asking is only just over 8. But this pitch just got the odd little gremlin in it still.
$117 for 3, and if you're a Unicorns fan, you'll be pleased to see the Worms getting closer together, bridging the gap.
Nice from you. Let's do a tango and get close on the dance floor, says Pretorius to Aaron Hardy. And they are. Almost the 100 partnership up. Humming along here, these two Unicorns.
He senses an over. He senses a moment. Luandra Pretorius tonight unstoppable.
Cannon pilot Pretorius, you've got clearance, boy, on the runway. Oh, yes. And kaboom! Got all of that answer. Almost 300 feet. Yeah, Shanaka, you have been moosed.
Thing is, Danny, the asking rate is under 8 and over, but it's just the modern way. When you have an opportunity that your fifth bowler comes on, batters are set. They're going to take you down. So that's an early sign of intent from LHP or LDP. Try it again.
Got a chuckle. He's even got a run with that. His cue ended it right off the toe of the blade. And he still managed to rotate the strike. Bowler under the pump. First one goes for the maximum. Got to fight back in the over as a bowler. Shunock has disappeared for 22 and 8 balls.
Eyes on Stoinis for a couple of reasons. Get back to it. I think he has to reball that. Yeah, he will. Eyes on Stoinis for a couple of reasons at home, folks. He's only used the 5 options tonight. So, one consideration, does he go to spin? Is he brave enough with the left-hander there and firing? And also, the 2 Bartman overs. Ideally, he wants them for the last 5, but how late can he wait before he goes back to his chief wicket taker?
But if you're going to do it, we've seen it recently, some big franchise T20. This is the 12th. You've got to get it in soon rather than later. In terms of the spinner, you have to. Hang on. There we go. Could this be the start of change of things for the Orcas? The 100 partnership has just been missed. 99 between these two. Suddenly, almost a little bit of silence here at Oakland in the Coliseum.
And again, folks, it's pace off, but it's into the pitch and shorter in length, giving the ball time to react. Ali Sheikh doesn't make too many mistakes in the field. And look at what it means to Dasoon. Big moment, partnership broken. Already gone for 28, 1-2-5. Hamad Azam walks in at 6. Need him. They need him tonight. He's quiet for the most part in Cognizant MLC. Must have 3 T2050s though.
Well, the surface, as we can all appreciate, is a little bit hard to get started on as a batter. So this is key. It really is a key moment in match 11 and Cognizant MLC. Change of pace. Little cut. Had to wait a split second and got it low on the bat. That was the downfall for Hardy. Smart bowling from Shanaka. And now Pretorius. Can he keep ripping it to shreds out in the middle?
Maybe sliding. No, it's not. Double play. And it could be the run out of Pretorius. What happens here, Danny? Which one? I think they prefer the run out.
You do, but you got to go with the first one. If they don't review, you could go with a run out. What are you going to do here? This is tricky.
I think because he gave it out, Danny, the ball is dead after the signal.
Yes, I'm just being naughty. So you're going to have to check it out. It's been given out on field. Now, do you want to review this, batters? Ooh. Not reviewing this. Ahmad, Azam. Let's just see this. Nickel.
I'm umpire went up straight away. I reckon that could be sliding down like stump. I said sliding, and I said then maybe not. And Hamad Azam, as he got to the boundary, he kept looking back. Gone for 0, 1, 2, 5 for 5. Hassan Khan, who many would have expected to come in where Hamad Azam did. He's been their go-to all-rounder, batted as high as 4. Danny, umpire Danny, is missing. And Hamad Azam, as he was walking off, kept looking back at Pretorius, who was not interested. Blame it on the youth, Danny. 1, 2, 6 for 5.
Yeah, well, you and I thought that it was always sliding down, and that was the issue there. But I think, to be fair to Hamad, he was sent out as a bit of a pinch hitter. Got the better player out in the middle now, and that's Hassan Khan.
Neil Bartman back into the attack. What a fascinating encounter we've had this evening. It has ebbed and flowed like a full-on 5-day test match across the course of the 32 overs that we've had so far. Every time one side gets into the lead, the other comes fighting back. Bartman looks to impose himself upon the game. Hassan Khan it is at 7.
Yeah, Hassan can bat, but just needs someone to bat with Pretorius right now, Lenny. This kid's doing everything by himself here for the Unicorns. 80 of 35 deliveries. Collie. Batted like a dream.
He's a remarkable cricketer, isn't he? Keep saying this again and again. He's 20 years old. Peter Siddle watching on, all his experience. See how impressed he is by the young man. He just keeps attacking. Another home run, another maximum. It's his 6th to go alongside 9 fours. What a talent.
We cannot pitch the ball up to this man. He has smashed this, seeing the ball like a soccer ball. Maybe like a beach ball, actually.
So exciting to see a young talent blossom here on a global stage.
It's been really impressive. A wicket that has been slightly hard to bat on. Dominated. Some of the sixes he's hit, Lenny, has been absolutely stunning.
Worked it around so nicely to go alongside the clear and obvious power that he possesses. There has been a little bit of drizzle out there. That's why all of the players have trying to dry that ball off. It's very difficult, particularly at night in these cold conditions. Only about 13 degrees Celsius, about 50 Fahrenheit this evening. That will have a factor. It's chilly.
Better when we didn't know the temperature. It is cold up here. It's the end of the over. It's 135 for 5.
It is chilly, I'll agree with you. See most of the players actually going with that second layer. For the Orcas, they've got a nice sleeveless jumper number. This game still hangs in the balance, make no mistake about that, because if the Orcas can find a way to get past the young South African who's dominated this chase, could still blow this game open, but they'll need him sooner rather than later. And if they can get Pretorius, then all of a sudden might just think that they can find a way to close out 2 wins in 2 nights. Cameron Gannon will return to the attack. He's been expensive so far this season.
Yeah, this is the over that they look to capitalize on, because Gannon has not really come off with the ball for the Orcas. And Pretorius will know this. He's gone for 28 in 2.1 overs tonight. They need only 56 in 41 deliveries.
I suppose the question is, will Pretorius keep attacking?
Will attack, look to get a 4 or a 6 every over, because he'll want to keep that run rate right up there, because they need 10 runs and over right now. So, I beg your pardon, they need 8 and over right now.
Here's a fielder at long on. Shimron Hetmar holds on. And Pretorius, who's played ever so well, a spectacular innings, falls for the unlucky number down under. 13 short of what would have been a maiden T20 ton. He's gone for 87.
Yeah, the ball is too full. He's looking to hit it for a 6. And unfortunately, couldn't get under it. Very similar to the Kyron Pollard dismissal we saw earlier today, where the intention was to hit the ball for 6, but there was not enough room to get under the ball. There was enough pace, but not enough height to get under it. And he has to go. He's disappointed, but he's played a stunner. 87 of 39 deliveries. The Unicorns are 136 for 6 now.
Xavier Bartlett, he's back in MLC, loves it here, and very much a batter of real repute down the order. After this, it's Harris Rauf, Brody Couch and Goulam, so not much to come, you would think. This partnership going to be the critical one. 56 to win. How special an innings from such a young player have we just seen?
Number of times you called him young, he's gotten old in that time, my friend. But he has played an absolute beauty of an innings. Again, it's just too full for him to get under it. They know the importance of this wicket, and such a huge relief for Gannon.
And despite a tough season for Cameron Gannon, it's his 30th all-time career MLC wicket. He's only behind Sarav Netravalkar and Trent Bolt in the all-time leading wicket takers list. Dependable as ever, former Art King Award winner. The game just looks to have changed with Pretorius now back in the dugout.
Yeah, leading wicket takers in the Cognizant MLC. Trent Bolt 31, Netravalkar 30, Gannon, I beg your pardon. They played 30 matches and he's got 37 wickets for Netravalkar, 50 for Bolty and 30 for Gannon.
punch down the ground. Bartlett will get off the mark. What's the approach now with only 4 wickets in hand and 2 new men at the crease for the Unicorns here?
Looks a little dire at the moment, letting it. They really needed a set batter in. It'll, I think, depend on Hassan here and the way he bats, because he can hit a long ball as well. We've seen him do that in the previous game. He got out quickly after that, but he can hit the ball cleanly. So he needs to get himself in a little bit, then go hammer and tongs.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to take it deep somehow. Not going to be easy. Brilliant over from Gannon, only 2 runs from it. 137 for 6. Great to see the Friday night lights blaring down at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. What a venue it is. And it was lit up this evening, not by the Friday night of baseball or NFL, but a young cricketer of real repute who played such a good innings, 87 off 39. Will it be enough though? That's the big question. Now these 2 men, part of the resets. I'll show you them in a moment. As it's going to be Harmeet Singh, first time used tonight. Didn't want to use him whilst Pretorius was at the crease. Yeah. The matchup would have favoured the batter.
That's a fair call, isn't it? With the kind of form that he is in. The kind of form that Pretorius has been in. Would want to keep the left-arm spinner away from it.
Big shout out for those 2 men though. The new head coach, Adam Voge, is in for this season. Jason Gillespie, what an icon of the game. The bowling coach, they'll be so pleased. This has worked nicely into the leg side. Bartlett, very capable, gets his first boundary.
Yeah, nicely placed there from Bartlett. Allowed the ball to come to him, was given a little bit of air, and very bravely hit it over short mid-wicket for 4. Tough to take chances here, but we'll have to take them.
Tries to go again and gets a great piece of it. He's so strong as Xavier Bartlett. And this decision to turn to Harmeet Singh is proving costly already.
He's hit that a long mile. Tossed up again, absolutely in the arc, and it's a great cricket shot. Covered the spin beautifully, used the long levers, sent it to the first tier. Bang.
Played a couple of very good hands last year with the bats. Had an unbeaten 59 in one match, averaged nearly 30. A strike rate of 170. So I said he is that kind of safety blanket down the order for the Unicorns. This game has ebbed and flowed so nicely this evening.
Yeah, it's been a match of 2 halves, hasn't it?
More power from Bartlett, but won't find the rope this time. Good fielding. And Gannon will keep it to a single. Both innings have really seesawed, haven't they? Dominant positions and wickets falling. It's all been happening this evening. Going to be 6 more. Another pickup shot, and it's all too easy. An expensive over. The introduction of spin has proved costly. 17 from it. 154 for 6.
Yeah, again, tossed it up again. But he's trying to bowl on the leg stump, hoping that it grips a little bit. He's bowling from so far behind. He's inviting the batter to play the shot. The invitation is taken and sent him back in.
Final 30 balls here in the Oakland Coliseum, and the fans are going electric, but there's something we need to tell you about. I've been out here all day long, and if I take you down here, the grass doesn't look wet. it feels slightly wet. It's not going to be so much about what's on the grass, but more so what's in the air. There's been a slight sprinkle that's been ever so consistent throughout the second half of play today. So as we get into the back half of this innings, and the bowlers look to bowl those slower balls and those cutters, it could just get difficult for them to grip the ball. So watch that as we head towards the death overs here upstairs.
Aman, stay there with me. What's the atmosphere like down there tonight? Feels electric.
Oh, it's unbelievable down here. It might be chilly. The wind chill has been in, and we're up to 8 miles an hour the winds, but these guys behind me have been up and about the entire night, and they're loving it. They were saying, oh, Xavier Bartlett, the entire way through that over break, waiting for him to hit more sixes.
Thank you, Aman Patel. Imagine what it's going to be like here on the 18th of July for the grand final. First time ever we're bringing the final of Cognizant Major League Cricket to here in the Oakland Coliseum. And the tickets have been selling like hotcakes, so get involved, get those now. Come and see history made here next month. Such an amazing ground, because even, I know we're not near a sellout or anything tonight, but with the 2,000 or 3,000 who got in, the noise it's made, it kind of echoes around this cavern. It's really like a coliseum, very well named.
Which is why it's given a name, my friend. And he's gone! Bartlett is gone. He might have got hit for sixes, Harmeet Singh, but he's come back and gotten a stunner of a run out. It was very quick at point and got the job done. Seems like the Unicorns are staring down the barrel at the moment.
Resilience, big time resilience from Harmeet Singh. He's just been pumped around the ground, but maybe a slight piece of hesitation when the direct hit does not even have Bartlett in the frame. It's a crazy single, really. Crazy call from Hassan Khan, and Singh is pumped up. What a comeback. And Marcus Stoinis, the captain, he loves it. Bartlett's got to go for 13. It's 155 for 7. Delight for the Orcas. Remarkable moment as the game continues to swing both ways. Every time you think one side is going to get ahead, then the other gets back ahead. Here's Brody Couch at number 9.
It feels like both these teams are playing a game of boomerang here. And it's going and then coming back, going. It's like, I'm going to go away with this game. Like, no, I'll bring it back in the game. Look at this run out again. An absolute stunner. A little bit of hesitation from Hassan. And Bartlett backed that run for some reason. But what an absolute belter of a throw.
It's always the position, isn't it, that causes confusion. Both batters think it's their call. But for me, it was Hassan Khan to blame. The reason both batters think it's their call is traditionally you think of the fact that if it goes behind the batter, it should be the non-striker's call. It's in that kind of in-between period. Hassan Khan said yes, and Bartlett had no option but to go and was run out by a street.
It was almost like Hassan Khan asked if there was a possibility of a single, and Bartlett kind of backed that call. It's all on him now. It's 36 of 25 deliveries. It's not too much to get, but can they sustain the pressure? That's the big question.
Oh, it just keeps seesawing this contest. Hassan Khan now finds a maximum. Which way is it going to go next? Unicorns, 162 for 7.
Bet 16. They need 30 from 24. Do the Unicorns. Couch has just got out there, and Hassan Khan, the last one here, has been smoked over the fence. So it just adds a bit more lease of life. Here's Gannon, right arm round. Couch is fairly solid, and it's good to see you, Liam Plunkett, from the mound.
Yeah, Brody Couch showed he can bat yesterday. He looked in good touch. So he knows his partnership with Hassan is pretty big. Hassan's a great finisher of the game. I've played with him for the last few years and been very impressed with how deep he can take it. A good player, and hopefully the Unicorns will use him tonight to finish off this game.
Crowded him in here, so you can see what Stoinis is about. Hunting up in the covers here with Gannon coming right arm around the wicket and just shutting down the angle and making it difficult. The Lexus team standings to date. Super Kings have played the most by far, so hence the 6 points. And then you think about the Orcas and Unicorns. And home side. Can they get up? Had to go, had to hustle. Good call and through.
Smart cricket. Brody Couch loves opening that blade to run it down. He did that a few times yesterday, got a boundary. Today it was just one, but it was enough to get Hassan back on strike, and he'd be looking, the guy would be looking to do the damage. Don't have to take too many risks here. 29 of 21. A couple of boundaries, a couple of singles, and we're somewhere close, Danny.
Yeah, it could be a very interesting little finish here. Just the 21 deliveries left. 29 required, but the right man is on strike here. Hassan Khan. And has he got enough? No, he hasn't. He perishes to Gannon. And Hassan Khan has got to trudge his way off the Oakland Coliseum.
Disappointing for the Unicorns, for the man Hassan, who is in good touch there, a few good boundaries. Wicket here, cross seam delivery into the pitch. Maybe just stuck in a tiny bit. He did get a good piece of it. There's a simple catch there for Harmeet Singh just behind square, and that's a big loss for the Unicorns, but a massive gain for the Orcas. Dizzy Gillespie seems pumped there in the dugout. Hassan Khan departs for 16. The Unicorns are 163 for 8. Can they take this to the end, get them runs they require?
Ralph. He's not the worst either. He can certainly hold the bat, and he can club it when required.
Yeah, he can swing the willow. He was just looking at the wicket here. Back of the length, swivel, maybe the wrong length to play that shot. Just got underneath it, didn't get quite the middle of the bat. Kind of sliced it, went straight up, and it was an easy catch for Harmeet Singh. But to your point, Hassan Khan can hold the bat, he can swing the willow, and he can hit some boundaries. Hopefully he can get 1 or 2 away here. Just right down to the wire.
Yeah, Gannon will be happy. 2 for 30. Last ball for him tonight. Solid in behind it. So he finishes with 2 for 30, there's Gannon. And it's 163 for 80. So in the Bay Area, get down here because we've got Super Saturday, the Oakland Coliseum. MI New York up against the Knight Riders. There's our first one. It's match 12. Wow. Oh, Lisa life into this because he's got the wrong line here as Jasdeep Singh.
I think Leslie wasn't too impressed with that delivery. Round the wicket, the angle didn't suit that bowler. Went straight down to the leg side of Brody Couch and he just helped it along its way. 4 runs, here we see on the screen. The angle wasn't perfect and it was an easy shot. A little tickle, and that's 4 runs.
Yeah, almost 9s. Not impossible, but they are 8 down. Jasdeep Singh right arm round. It's more like it. It's a bit of line and length. So I showed you match 12 Saturday. So much going on, and then of course Sunday matches 14 and 15. Good work. Swivel. Only 1 though. Yeah, matches thick and fast. The double-header weekend. Washington Freedom up against the Texas Super Kings is match 13. That's the evening fixture. So these are the chaps on view. Yeah, buy your tickets. MajorLeagueCricket.com. Get in there, get amongst it, and come and see it live in the Bay Area. It's iconic old venue that is the Oakland Coliseum, constructed and opened for business way back in 1966. Bold.
Nice ball in here. Jesse Singh will be beautifully. Not successful today. This is cricket. Sometimes you bowl, you pick up wickets, and sometimes you don't. None for 39 or 3.4, but he still has 2 balls here to do some damage. He could finish the game here, mate. Bang, bang, game over. Still hit them stumps against Asaf Rauf. The wicket's going to do the work for you, so he needs to hit them pegs, Danny.
Yeah, there's still just enough in it, isn't there? This pitch just off the straight, little cutters. Sometimes keeps a little low. Bold. And asking rate just keeps climbing. Just a moment ago, it was 8.3. Now it's gone over 11s.
How's Ralphie going to play here? Is he going to swing this last ball? Is he going to say, listen, I'm going to take a chance and then leave it to you next over, Brody Couch? Or is he going to try and make sure he doesn't get out? What's he going to do, stick or twist is the question for Ralphie.
Yeah, it's almost a free hit, isn't it? Because it is the last ball and Couch needs to stay on strike, so he can have a bit of a license here. Harris Ralph. Can this be scored off? Sounded good. But he'll end up keeping the strike, which isn't quite part of the script. 6 off the 18th. It's 169 for 80.
Yeah, sometimes you can crack that into the outfield, but the outfield's not quick. Obviously, 6s are going beautifully, but 4s are hard to hit. Unless you crunch it, it stays in that grass. It's a bit thicker, a little bit different to the cricket turf that we're normally used to. So sometimes when you drill it, it's only going to go for 1, and you're not going to get them 2s.
Bartman. It's bowling the penultimate over of this contest, match number 11 of Cognizant MLC for season 4. This is where Couch could make himself a bit of a name here. Smoke a couple, 11 balls left only, 22 to get.
Looking at fine leg. There's no fine leg. Is he going to go across and give it the little scoop, Danny? He's going to put his hand through it, I think. He'd be smart. He needs the boundary here.
And he heard us. Yeah. Fat City on a Fab Friday. Couchingtons.
He was looking down there, he gave himself a bit of time and he walked away to where the shot... he walked away where short leg would be, give himself a little bit of time. He's looking at that angle, and that's such a great shot. That's a shot of a proper batsman. Didn't walk across, just picked it up and flicked it into the bleachers. Only 65 metres, but still the same amount of runs. It's still 6 runs.
Ball, Liam Plunkett. Just batting with the smarts here. Coming round the wicket, the angle, and but it was pace on from Bartman. And it just got helped rather nicely. A little flick and away she went. A bit slower this time. Bartman takes a bit of pace off. So the run. So what do we have? 8 off 3.
15 off 9 balls here. Ralphie's going to play this. Is he going to get Couch back on strike? Still 3 balls left. Not a bad option to try and hit the ball into the gap and get Brodie Couch back on strike to maybe do a bit of damage. That's how I look at it. A single, a boundary, single, somewhere near.
Yeah, just a little single here, and then with the 4th ball gone, and you've got to get Couch back on strike. Yeah, that'll do. It's good stuff for the Unicorns. So, yeah, Couch does get the strike back. We've got 2 to go. 14 off 8. It is coming down to the wire.
Bartman, very good bowler. Obviously, his record speaks for itself. What's he going to go here? Brodie Couch is strong on the leg side. He's going to give himself a little bit of room. Go wide hole, a bit of a wide slow ball. Give him something different to look at. Chance of a pull.
Right, slower wide one inside that blue gauge line for the umps, and well bowled.
This is the free hit now. It's not an actual free hit, but it's a free hit for Ralphie. 1 ball left in this 19th over. The good chance of him to put his bat through this and try and get a boundary, ease the pressure off Brodie Couch in that last 6.
Yeah, 13 off 7. So if this could go for 4, make it 9 in that final exchange, come down to the last over. Here we go. Last ball of the 19th. Winds up. Oh, it's a single though. It'd love to have been either 2, 4 or 6. So 11 off the 19th. It's 180 for 8.
His eyes lit up there. I think that was an area for him to hit. I think Ralphie, like myself, bottom of the lineup here, you get excited and you want to put your hands through it. Just try to overhit it. It's probably there to sail into the stands, but not to be. Gets the single. Free hit for Ralphie here. See if he can get off strike and get Brodie Couch back on strike to do the damage here.
It's come down to the last over. Told first time this season we've got a live game into this last over. These death overs are so crucial. So a dozen from the final one. Key ball this first one. Ideally, Ralph gets off strike here. Just a single will do. That's it. Well done to you, Harris Ralph. And now it's over to you, Brodie Couch, to be a bit of a hero.
Yeah, good bowling, slow and wide. Not easy to time that. But it does, to your point, Danny, get Couch on strike, who's been hitting it well yesterday and this evening. He's 15 off 11. We're looking to send this one into the ropes. Smart bowling here by the Orcas. Take some pace off it, ball wide, give him a different look. He is a low order batsman, so he's not used to it. Is he going to execute with his wide hold? Is he going to get down and ramp? Give him an option. Give him a slow ball for me, Danny. Round the wicket, slow ball, wide hold.
Yeah, it's got a lot of changes of pace to Shanaka. Here we are. Yeah, it's got all of it. Yeah, it's got a good chunk. It's gone all the way. There's a maxi. Second ball of this last over, and match 11. We're down to 5 off 4 here.
Round the wicket's not working to Brodie Couch, mate. It's not. Straight into his hip, into his pocket. And he's just opening that blade, getting down Mike Hussey style, and flicking it into the stand.
Come on, you Unicorns. Home side. Yeah, it's interesting. You slightly come in to the batter's arc, as it were, instead of maybe going across with the angle. Those wide line Yorkers you're on about, Liam. This will be fascinating now. This is a big ball in this contest. There's the 1-1. It's sliced away, scores a level. Oh, you ripper, Brody Couch.
Just opened the blade and put his hands through it. Danny, what an excellent shot there. Third man up, point up, 4 runs.
Oh, rueful look on his face of Captain Stoinis. All of a sudden, to run away from the Orcas. Yeah, gorgeous. Just opens and slices, and they're on their feet in that dugout. You better believe it. Scores a level. Well, it's the Unicorns to lose. You've got half the over. You don't want to bring it down to the last ball. It shouldn't be. So everyone's going to come inside that circle apart from square leg on the fence. Done and dusted. Brody Couch does it. That's all they need is a single. He pumps his fist. And you'll go down to Harris Ralph and said, mate, we've just done it. 29 the partnership from 18. The great effort from Brody Couch. It really is. Held their nerve, did the Unicorns. When you look at it at 155 for 7, they definitely had the jitters. But Couch and a bit of Hassan Khan with his 16 from 10. Bartlett is 13 from 10 as well. Hitting some important sixes. And they end up getting there with 2 balls to spare and 2 wickets in the bank. Very satisfying game indeed. Match 11 here in Cognizant Major League Cricket in 2026 is a very good win indeed. Confirmation there with 2 balls to spare and 2 wickets to the good. And it allows the Unicorns to get a couple more important points here. Really good stuff from Brody Couch, showing a really good level head and those inexperienced shoulders. Ralph not out 5, and those in orange and blue, that fan army, breathing a sigh of relief. Whip round the corner. It's been a really good innings. Into that arc, if it were, round the wicket not working. As you said, Liam Plunkett, getting boshed.
Yeah, Brody Couch the last few years has definitely improved his batting. The first years with the Unicorns, more like lower order tail ender, but he's been working hard in Australia, and you can see that's brought to light here. Yesterday, excellent. Today, finished the game. Outstanding shots from Brody Couch to win this game for the Orcas.
Yeah, and he got a 3-for as well. 341 was part of that downfall of the Orcas, where they really did get the staggers and fell away rather badly after they were going so well. They were 1 for 138, the Orcas. They were humming, and 230 easily looked on the cards, and they could only get to 191 all out in 19.4. So now the home side, yeah, they're jubilant. They're out of their seats here. Pretorius, the youngster, who fatted it all around the park here tonight. 87 from 39 with 9 4s and 6 6s. Pretorius was outstanding. The Unicorns from San Francisco get up by 2 wickets and 2 balls to spare. Rightio, let's go sideline to Amar Patel.
Here with captain of the Seattle Orcas, Marcus Stoinis. Just give me your reaction to that final over. That innings just went back and forth. In your estimation, what do you think just held you guys from getting over the line?
Oh, look, I think we definitely had opportunities to win that, both with bat and ball, but with the bat especially. I think we almost got too far ahead of ourselves and didn't stick to the things that we know we should do to put together that big score. We had a great platform, so I think we could have obviously made an extra 30, 40, 50 runs even. And then with the ball, we did really well to pull it back. I think the conditions changed a little bit. There was a bit of drizzle and maybe a bit of dew on the grass, but hats off to them. They did well. Both teams stuck in the game the whole time, and they did the same thing with the ball. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're on the wrong side of this one, but hopefully we're on the right side of the next one.
You mentioned that start with the bat, 138 before the 10th over, then posted, just wasn't able to find the same success. Did conditions change? What kind of went wrong for you guys?
I don't think conditions changed too much. It definitely gets harder in the back half of the innings, but I don't think we were smart enough, to be honest. I think we got off to such a good start that to keep going at that tempo might have always been difficult and got us into trouble in the end.
And then lastly, you guys left 4 balls out there to play. We're both all out. Do you think those 4 balls you would like to have back and been able to play through?
Oh, I mean, obviously, ideally, that's not the plan, but that's the way it went.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Marcus Stoinis. Yeah, Pretorius at the top there. He was the Lone Ranger in that top order. 87 and a 0-10-3, and it wasn't down to Aaron Hardy. That partnership, I think, was 99 in the end. 28 from 20, and then Ahmad, he was out for zip. And you had a bit of Hassan Khan, Xavier Bartlett as well getting the double figures. And for the first time ever, a number 9 getting double figures off the last over a match. He 12 to nail things. He ended up with 26 not out from 14. Simply superb with a strike rate of 185. Good stuff from Brady Couch. So, you think about there, Stoinis, he was useful at the top there. A couple of wickets, very important. Bartlett was good with that early breakthrough as well. And then Gannon 2 for 30, Chanaka 2 for 36. Was all a little bit too much for the Orcas in the end to restrict the Unicorns. So the wash-up here of match 11, the Orcas really should have got over 220, 230, but were pulled back brilliantly by Couch short. Madassa there and Bartlett was superb, all those guys taking wickets. And then the Unicorns, well, they got there in the end, largely thanks to Pretorius with his 87, a bit of Hardy, a bit of Couch, and some of Hassan Khan as well to get him up. With 2 wickets to spare and 2 balls as well, the Unicorns get up and do it. Well, Fennell, a little tickle down the leg side, a glove on it. That's unfortunate, but he's out for another duck. Yeah, just enough of a kiss off the gloves. And then you have Pretorius. Played superbly. Short had a little bit of luck. Boshed a couple, then got out. Yeah, out to his opposite, Stoinis. Just wonder how much they thought they could go early.